hello, and welcome to our very latest episode of the Night Shift. Let's Talk Gaming special Saturday edition. Yesterday, me and my Doodle, we went out, had a date night,
We had some fun.
checked out, went to a stand-up comedy show, saw Fortune Feemster. She was
Oh my
hilarious.
gosh, she was freaking
Um,
amazing.
So we had a great time. So we could not do the show yesterday. So we're coming in with a special Saturday version of this. And shout out to all of you guys here, rock with us. We appreciate each and every one of you. And shout out to our guest. We have some amazing, awesome returning guests.
Yes.
Starting off with the homie, Sir X-Men in the building. What's good,
Go.
fam? Thank you for being here, brother.
What's up out there, my cheese Xbox people? Let's go.
I'm loving the shades.
Oh,
That's it.
thank you. I'm still
Yes.
loving that baby Yoda over there.
Yo, he's still with Yoda.
Oh, man.
Oh, wait
God.
till you hear about the documentary that's going to come out in a couple of years. I bet. I'll tell
Really?
you later. Oh yeah, you guys gonna love this.
Are we talking about Diddy?
Oh, man.
No, we're not talking about Diddy.
Oh, all right. I'm
We
just
talking
I hear
about
documentary.
ponies.
I hear crazy stuff going on.
We
I'm
talking
like,
about
ask me about
ponies.
Diddy. all right. That's what's up. That's what's up. And of course, we got to shout out the homie, the Demo Flow one,
Ooh.
the Chico Cash man himself. What's up, my
Let's
dude? Thank you, brother,
go.
for
What's
being
good,
here,
friends?
homie.
What's good? Hey, happy to be here. Happy to, share another show with you guys, with all of you guys. Shout out to the whole panel. Shout out to chat. And shout out to Xbox for killing PlayStation.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Facts.
All the ponies in
Facts.
pain. Let's get going.
Pony pain.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Pony pain.
We've missed you.
Tony Payne.
And we've been over at PAX, and it's like, okay, we're settling in, seeing our homies, and it feels good. Feels good.
Feels real good. Feels real good indeed. And of course, speaking of PAX, the men that we got to meet face to face
Yes.
were mano el mano. You know what I'm saying?
What?
I don't know.
Mano a
Rewind that.
mano. But anyway.
Amano el mano. You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I meant by those words. We got to meet the wise one. The wise one live and in person.
Yes.
The homie, Hargeet Shani, man. Thank you, brother, for being here again.
Yes.
We appreciate you. Ooh, thank you, sweet love.
If
Hargeet,
wow.
you
thank
guys
brother.
think
Handing you
it's
stuff.
freaking awesome.
Yeah,
Out of magic.
off-screen hand.
Friend's mug.
This
If you
is
guys
coffee.
think it's awesome
This
to,
is coffee, guys.
to
Sure, it's
Hargeet
coffee.
and feel like you're
Listen.
rocking out with him. When you meet him in person, it's a whole other level. He
Facts.
is freaking awesome. We
Facts.
love you, Hargeet.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we met a lot of people there. Hopefully you met a whole bunch of them as well. But yeah, a lot of people that I had never met in person, which is kind of cool, including Major Nelson and Miles
Yes.
Dompierre and
Yes.
well, so we meet.
CMoney, you met?
Obviously you too, but we already mentioned that. But TSWS gaming. What's his Ham Solo?
Ham Solo.
Ham Solo.
Ham, the homie
Yes,
Ham.
Ham Solo.
In his new form. We love it.
Iron
Dig it.
Lord.
Love it.
Yeah.
Ham Solo. He's a super
Yeah,
Ham's
and
the man.
I'm missing a whole bunch of others, but but yeah, it was good stuff. Lots and lots of games there. It was crazy. It was almost impossible to cover everything, but there was a lot of cool stuff over there. So, and then I think there were a couple of marquee ones like the Killer Clowns one, which was pretty incredible what they were doing over there. But yeah,
Killer
so
Clowns
good
was
stuff.
Amazing.
It was good.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
listen, you're absolutely right. PAX really was amazing. For us, this was our first time going over there as media. Shout out to PAX for recognizing us as media. That was awesome. And it was just not like we couldn't even hang out with you guys the way we would have wanted to. Like,
Oh,
there was
absolutely.
literally there was
There's
no
so much.
breath to be taken. You know what I'm saying? Like it was
Yeah.
crazy.
It was wild because we applied, like we sent it in last minute. So we were like,
Yeah.
okay, we don't even know but they got right back to us. It was pretty awesome to like
next
have
time
us
we'll
there
coordinate a bit
as
more with you
media.
guys. But
You two are more
Yeah, it's
famous
just
than you thought you were. That's the problem.
well, you know what? We didn't think to build in a gap. You know what I'm saying? Like we just had like we missed so much there because we literally were going from interview to interview, from show start to show end. It was just nonstop. So like you couldn't even get to like we got one of them that wasn't on the schedule that we found and then put them on the schedule, which was Cristala. We just put that our interview and gameplay up, I believe, yesterday, which was phenomenal. If you guys didn't see it, go see it. It is so good. That game looks really dope. I don't know. Did you get a chance to see that one, Hargeet, at the show?
I don't recall seeing that one. No. But I
Yeah,
mean, it was hard to
in the
pick the ones that
corner.
I wanted because there were ones that I really wanted to go after. And then
Yep.
when I did that, then I saw that they had adjacent ones that were pretty cool. And then I just sort of walked around and said, "Oh, what piques my interest?" And then just kind of went after it. I was originally going to go do like the scheduling interviews thing, and I'm like, "This is crazy." And I'll just walk in. I have the badge, right?
Yeah. I mean, for
I have
sure.
the
I mean,
Let me in. I got my badge. Have you seen this?
I think we will the next time we go, we will definitely build in blocks of like free time that we
Well,
can kind
the
of
idea
go.
for us was like, okay, so we'll go have lunch at some point. Not one day were we able to go, and it was like from morning till we were just leaving, and it's
Yeah,
like,
I wouldn't
okay, I'm freaking starving. My feet are killing me. Like now is
Yeah.
the time to like breathe, and time will just go by so fast. But it was the
Absolutely.
most amazing experience
It
being able to
was.
do our first
Yeah.
charity event. It was really freaking awesome to stream live from over there as well. Like everything was just it was dope. I can't wait till
Doodle,
next
It's an
year.
I have a
experience, right?
tip for
Especially from the
you
other
with
side
your
of it.
shoes, right? I have a tip for you for shoes. Next time you do a lot of walking, I do that with the auto show, and when they had the consumer electronics, get you some nurses' shoes when you're gonna do
See,
that
that's
kind
the
of
thing.
extreme
I was like,
walking.
yo, well, these shoes are my enemy. Like, you don't know because you've never broken in shoes to the point that you break them in at PAX, right? Like, it's
Facts.
wild.
You like
It's a whole
CMoney?
other
you wanna
Rub
be
level.
my
comfortable.
feet tonight, please. Rub my feet.
I'll take care of my lady. You know what I'm saying? Baby wants, baby gets. You know what I'm saying? That's not a problem. That's
That
not a
is
problem.
fair.
I will say, it really was a great experience, and for sure, you know, shout out to Iron Lords. We got to finally
Oh my
meet
gosh.
them in
Yes.
person, which was really dope. You know, we met King in person, which is it's so
Love
weird
him. We
because it was
love him.
literally
King.
like same thing when we saw you, Hargi. It felt like
Yep.
it's weird because we see each other here so much and talk to each other and all this other stuff that
Yep.
once we went there, you know, you don't know if there's gonna be like a do you feel like a weirdness that like am I just meeting this person for the first time, even though we've met on camera multiple times?
like
But
a
it was
blind date.
yeah, but it wasn't, like there was nothing. It was just
we
like
see
it
each
was
other,
just
right?
it was
Yeah, I
just
got
like walking up to your buddy that you've finally get to see
Yeah.
Oh my
in
gosh.
person again. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yo,
But
like
yeah,
I
video
saw
sort of changed
King
all
with
that.
he was just smiling and I just went and hugged him. Like it was just such a it was so awesome. It was like,
Yeah.
okay, my homies.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it was awesome.
kind of
meeting
common for
King.
me to do this every year with the Iron Lords, and of course we go to the June showcase, right? So, but yeah,
Oh, so you guys go to June show? Yeah, you sent me the thing, man. I'm to do it. It's for us. It's different if we go get a hotel room over here or something, bring everybody over. But like,
See, but
dude, we
money,
gotta-
when you got that message though, it was pouring rain. And you were soaked, bro. Because somehow we ran differently. Something you did, money did not sit well with the puddles or whatever you had going on. I don't know which route you took, but that day was wild. And you know, Hargy,
Oh, you
because
mean
you had to step out there.
yeah,
Oh, you're
yeah,
talking
the
about
end of
after?
the
Yes.
after PAX, yeah.
Yeah, that was wild. Yeah, I literally my foot got so submerged into the water, like I didn't. It was just that's it. It was just water in my foot. It was.
You should have just
it was horrible.
did a Gene Kelly. I'm singing in the rain. Just
I mean, there's really no
singing
other
in the
way.
rain.
You
Oh,
have
it was
I own that movie
freezing.
too. I love that movie.
But I mean,
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
recommend it if you can make it out. I mean, June showcase will be a lot of fun. And there's Summer Game Fest, which is a Keeley show before it. there is an IGN thing the week before that. So like that whole week, there's stuff going on if you're interested in coming out.
Yeah, but what is IGN gonna show, Hargeef? Sony
I don't know.
has
I'm
nothing.
skipping it this year. 'Cause I don't know. Like, honestly, that's it.
nothing.
I don't know what they're gonna do. So I don't know what the format is. So I'm skipping it this year. I've already set up my flight and everything for Summer Game Fest and
Damn, you're
assuming
ready,
the June
ready.
showcase. So I'm already
You're
ready. Yeah,
ready. Oh, damn. That's dope.
yeah.
That's dope. Yeah, I would love. We would love to go. We still got time. We need to There's a lot of us to take that type of journey. You know what I'm saying?
It'll be fun though.
It would be fun.
It's always an
Absolutely.
adventure.
Absolutely. But yeah, it was also, we had Cognito on the show. It was so dope to
Oh
finally
gosh,
meet
yes.
him in person.
Gustav, we've never met him
Yes,
before. Like
same
he hasn't
thing.
been on our show. You see how I say it? We never met him before because this is like our way of meeting.
The
Yeah,
in-person
yeah.
meeting, right? Yeah.
Yes.
There are other people too
For
that
sure.
we met there, right? There's so it was pretty good.
It was very good,
But,
man. Very, very good.
It was. It
Very,
was
very
awesome.
happy. Very, very blessed that we got to go there. Shout out
It'll
to
be even
everybody.
more crazy if you go to June Showcase because then you'll meet like almost everyone. So
That's in California this year.
it's always in
That's
LA,
dope.
yeah. So
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
thought. They need to move some of those venues.
Yeah.
They need to move all of
In the
that
middle.
around here to South Florida, man. It's warm and nice.
There
Like,
you go.
look at you guys struggling with the cold weather and
Oh my
the bottles
God,
of
it was
water. Like,
wild.
what the hell is going on, bro? It's
Dude,
nice
I'm
and
from
breezy.
Chicago.
You
It
know you
doesn't
got water
bother
over there,
me.
bro.
It does not
Your
bother
hurricanes
me.
be taking y'all down. Come on, man. I've been to Disney.
But that's not every,
Fucking 2
but
minutes,
that's
you're
not-
walking in the sun, and it's like a flash water
Oh my
hurricane.
God,
I'm like,
it
what's
is
happening?
wild.
But it's not
It's
that
the
bad. It's just a
craziest
little
thing.
bit of water, but it's hot. So
A little
it
bit of
feels
water?
good. But it
I
feels good
was
when-
drowning as I was walking in
You
freaking
weren't
Florida.
drowning.
All right.
How are you still here? They weren't drowning. Come on.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
that's
man.
funny. That's funny.
I'd rather
said
deal
you
with
were
the
drowning,
snow.
come on.
I'd rather deal with the snow in Chicagoland than deal with a hurricane.
It felt like drowning, Demo Flow. I can't swim. All right. It was a lot of water. Too much.
You from the Caribbean and you can swim?
I
Oh
can't-
my
What's
God.
the judgment, though? You hear the judgment?
Whoa.
Okay,
No, I
there's
can't
a
swim.
difference between swimming in just a beach water and just paddling along than
Yes.
10 feet of water covering you up, drowning you. It's a big
One
difference.
shot. Thank
little
you.
bit.
It's the same
Thank you.
thing.
Get
You're
it.
gonna swim
Get
the
It's a
it.
little different.
7 feet water that is 700 feet of water. Like,
Dude,
come
you
on.
have
Oh,
turbulence.
wow.
You have sea swells that will sweep you up in the ocean, dude.
Exactly.
Thank you.
See, I don't trust the
Well,
ocean.
Just
Listen.
find a hotel swimming pool. You'll be all right.
Yeah,
Yes.
We try to keep it as safe as possible over here. But shout out to all the homies who are here live with us,
Absolutely.
watching and hanging with us. We appreciate each and every one of you. I see some of you guys, Moonlight Ace in the building, the homie Big Boy Mike out in LA right now.
That's my bro right there
Living
from
that
LA.
life.
Shout out to you,
Got
baby.
homie Hoodie Canuck in here. See you, man.
Hit that
Survey.
like and share,
Appreciate
everyone. Hit that like and share. Let's
Yes.
go.
Absolutely,
you.
absolutely. You got Fark You in the building.
Let's
Says
go.
over 20K subs now. Congrats, CMoney and Doodle.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Fark
you,
you.
man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you very, very much. So, see Razor Ultron, Sanchez, E Ranks was good, homies. I did see Zoro was good, man. General Spartan was good, fam. Brian Jabot, welcome, man.
Oh,
Reezy,
gosh.
C Mustard in the building was
Oh
good.
my goodness.
Ozzy
Mayday,
fan.
real quick. Def Leppard
Def Leppard in the
says that
building.
the Florida traffic blows.
Ah, come
Yeah.
on, bro. It's not that bad.
You
It
see?
was trying to trigger
But you
him.
know why? It sucks because we're getting a lot of like snowbirds in here. A lot of people
Yeah.
from New York, a lot of people from the
Yeah,
from
no,
the
New
Midwest,
York traffic
Yeah.
sucks.
and they come
Boston
down here and they make
traffic
it bad. You know what I'm
A
saying?
lot of old folks retiring down there doing 30 and a 55.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, it's
100%.
totally messed up, but that's everywhere. Like, you know, the United States is like so full of people. Everywhere you go, every city is full of people. So I don't even know where to go. I don't even know where to go anymore. I'm trying to go somewhere that not that many people living there. You
Well,
know?
then you
gotta go to
don't
the
want to
Midwest,
go.
though.
You don't want to
The
go
middle.
to LA or Atlanta.
The middle of the
They
country
are
is
the
where
worst.
You could just
So
like
for-
be somewhere with nobody around you for like
I'm
miles.
thinking about Oklahoma or something. I don't know, Ohio.
They got tornadoes. You gotta try to stay away from
You
the
gotta be
tornadoes.
careful, Demo Flow. All right, you can't just pick up and go. You gotta talk to us about it first. All right, we'll all do
Okay,
research,
okay.
figure it out.
Y'all
But
got
the
me
worst
on that.
cities are Chicago, Boston, New York. It's like it's those.
The worst.
Miami's in there, Philly,
Uh-huh.
LA. You know,
No thanks.
Ooh.
A lot of energy. Ozzy
By
fan 80,
the
man.
way, that was Kevin James
It was
on
Kevin
that
James.
profile picture. I love Kevin James.
He's dope. He's dope. Ozzy fan 80, man. Thank you, bro, for being here. Says awesome date nights are important. Facts.
Yes.
100%. Congrats on the hitting of the 20,000 mark. You
Thank
guys, it's so very well
you
deserved.
so
Thank you, Ozzy. We appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. I see Ryu are in the building. Mustard cheese. What is that? That's just disgusting.
Mustard cheese?
That's just disgusting.
Really? That's new
Adele,
levels, bro.
Talk that shit, man. Appreciate you, brother. Zorro was good, fan. I'm Breezy was good, homie. I know we saw Colton was good, homie. Taylor Parker. Hi, guys.
Taylor.
From France. I'm a huge fan. You're awesome, guys.
Bonjour.
Thank you, Taylor. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate you. But yeah, guys, we got a lot of homies in here. Of course, we got the homie Adidas 20.
Oh, what could Adidas
My
have to
dude.
say today?
Appreciate you, my brother. I feel like we haven't gotten to
Welcome,
chat
love.
so much. That whole weekend PAX was wild. We talk often normally. So good to see you, my brother. Thank
What's
you for
up,
being
love?
here. Thank you for that $5 super chat. You know what? I'm not even mad at the olive comment right now.
He's happy.
I'm
He's
just
happy about it right
to
now.
see you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We missed you.
Well,
We missed you.
Captain Mustard is out and
Captain,
about.
oh, great. Well, you know what? I'd take Captain Mustard today. Just
Yes.
today. Today, I'm feeling very, very oh God. Well, now when you bring him up close, now it just emphasizes it. God damn it.
See, I got
yeah.
something for Adidas this time.
Uh-oh.
Because now I can
Uh-oh.
say when you got that green with that O and E for, I still think Oreo because they do make green Oreos. I'm
But
feeling
you still need a
doing-
O after the E for it to be an Oreo.
yes.
Stop
It's
messing
just-
with
would
the
just
way
be
I
Oreo.
think, all right? Stop messing with the way I
Alright,
think. Let me enjoy it.
It's
Let me
It's the
enjoy it.
stacking on the side. It looks like a
Yeah,
bunch of
yeah,
stacked
yeah.
Oreos.
But they do
The
have
moment-
they do have green Oreos during a certain time of the season.
That sounds.
Are they good?
Peppermint. It's peppermint.
It can't be
Yeah,
good.
they're good.
Peppermint
they're
is
rare.
I hate peppermint too. So.
Oh,
Dude,
peppermint
you
Oreos.
never had
That's
one of those
What?
mint chocolate from Girl Scouts? The
no,
Girl
bro.
Scout
I
cookie
deny
mix?
that shit. I would toss that
Oh
shit
my
in the
God.
river before I eat
What?
that.
Oh my!
I would buy
Another
every box
thing,
from
you
the Girl
guys.
Scouts
Oh
and
my
crumble it in their faces and
God.
throw it at them for even bringing it here.
That's stop.
He
That's
doesn't
so.
like
I don't
mint
mean to
chocolate?
diss you. I don't mean to diss you, but that is so un-American. Not to like
I know.
mint chocolate Oreo cookies.
No.
dude.
Peppermint is disgusting, bro.
It's banging,
Mint
especially like
chocolate
when you make
Girl
hot
Scout
chocolate
cookies.
and you throw a little
Oh.
peppermint in there, like
Oh,
it
Why would
no.
you
There you
ruin
go.
chocolate
Or
with
you
peppermint?
bite, you bite a little bit of them and dip them in some ice cold
Yeah,
milk.
Let me know in
see?
the
You know what I'm
chat.
talking
Let me know
about.
in the chat,
Yo.
all of you peppermint haters, rise up with me. Don't let these people
Rise
make you
up.
feel bad. Peppermint
Mint.
sucks. Donkey.
Mint, no. It's
Oh
mint.
my god!
It's mint chocolate Girl Scout cookies.
No, nothing that's
That's
mint
what it is.
is worth it. Okay.
What?
Oh my
Peppermint,
God.
Oh
unmint,
my god!
mint
Wow.
doesn't make a
Bro,
difference.
you're just a hater.
I'm not a
you
hater.
realize this. You're just a hater. How can
I
you
have
hate
good
that,
taste
bro?
buds.
Oh my god!
Listen, I
Oh
just have
my-
good taste buds. All right.
you
Listen,
have
if
very
you
bad
like
palate.
mustard, your opinion on any other food is invalid, bro.
I am
Your taste
starting
buds
to
are fucked.
believe that you are an alien. I'm seriously starting to believe. that
Watch,
you
look
are
at the chat.
an alien.
Plenty of people are going to say it. Plenty of people are going to say peppermint and mint.
Okay,
and
well,
all
let me
forms
check.
suck.
mint,
Oh, I
chocolate
love
chip.
peppermint.
Hold
Got
on,
it.
wait. We can't listen to those people right now because William's talking. We got to.
I mean,
The
has
homie William
anybody
Lewis
said
said-
they hate mint? I don't see anybody saying that, dude.
Everybody
No,
saying
Exactly.
they
no,
hate
Me
mint.
too.
I get. I
Look,
dude, like mint is like a staple in Indian food. I don't know what the heck you're like. What? Good luck, buddy.
Nope, nope.
Tell
It
him,
doesn't
Mikey.
count.
Tell him.
It doesn't count.
you
It's not
kidding
real.
me?
Look, William
Are you
literally
serious?
opened his $10 super chat. Appreciate you, William.
Next year
Appreciate
to
you.
tell me
Says,
pepper
I hate
sucks.
mint. Look at him. He paid $10 to say it. Okay, I hate mint, and then he says, followed by opening weekend baseball, March Madness basketball, hockey, new UFL football league starting, Champions League soccer all on right now, and I'm watching you guys. Keep up the good. Wow.
You're amazing. Thank
William,
you,
you're fucking
William.
dope, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you,
He'd
bro.
be all right.
Appreciate it.
Nowadays, those games will last longer than the show before you get to the end.
Well, listen, we really appreciate you, man.
That means
Thank
a
you
lot, William.
so much, man. It means a lot to us, especially with the nonsense that be going on around these streets.
Yep.
So we do appreciate you, man.
Means a lot.
Yeah, mint chocolate.
And yes, so again,
That's
thank you.
what's
Thank
going
you for
on in
$10.
these streets. Mint chocolate.
Mint chocolate is not. Watch, I can't even see the regular chat, but I'm sure when I go over there, they're gonna be like, "This is garbage." Larry M5150. Thank you, my brother, for being
Larry,
here.
welcome,
Thank you so much
baby.
for that $2 super chat. Says Doodle and CMoney are the gold standard.
No.
That's very kind of
Mustard
you, man.
standard. It's the mustard.
mustard.
standard.
Wow.
That's just regular Oreos, okay?
Double
There's nothing
stuff.
wrong
Double
with
stuff Oreo.
Yeah, double stuffed Oreos are delicious.
I would
You
eat
went to
these
go get
double
his
stuff
stuff.
with mint, bro, but I couldn't
No,
find
not
it.
with mint.
Those
Not
are
with mint.
good.
That's what-
Oh my God. When you find those,
Mint
those
is-
are so good. You
that's
are
good.
right, young
Yeah.
man.
Wait, double stuffed?
You never seen the
Mint
double
so
stuff
much.
with mint? Oh, they are so
Fire.
good.
Double stuff with mint and chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream, bro.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you
Fire.
guys a secret. I think you guys should know that regular Oreos, like, I love the cookie itself. It's just I can't believe you eat double stuffed because the stuffing is so sweet. I take it off, guys.
I'm about to
The
test you,
thin
Doodle.
ones, those are fine. I like the thin ones
The regular
because
ones.
the ratio is just right. But oh my God, I can't believe you're eating that, bro.
Listen,
I got
it
one
wasn't,
for
it wasn't
you,
mint
Doodle.
though, so you're good. You're in the right. You're in
Have
the right
you
lane
ever
right here.
had mint chocolate chip ice cream?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
We weren't talking to you. I said
plus
Doodle.
anything
I said
is
Doodle.
doo-doo. Oh,
I
of
said
course she's
Doodle.
eating all that crap.
At least somebody in the family has the ability to eat food.
I love you, Hargeet.
Mint is just an addition, right? It's an add-on. The food itself is the food. The mint has no place. Okay.
Okay. So what about mojitos?
Oh, come on. You made my day. Racer Ultra says I
Oh.
will be free. That's because you're so sweet already. Thank you,
Oh,
baby.
that's so kind of you.
That's awesome.
She is so sweet. She is so sweet.
Thank you.
And again, thank you, Larry. We appreciate you, brother.
Larry, thank you so much.
man. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Now that we all know, I'm looking at here. Look, it's terrible. I'm seeing. See, terrible. Survey says. He says it's terrible.
Talking about
No,
your wallet.
What he
Talking
means
about your wallet.
is terrible that you don't like mint.
Yes.
That's what he means.
Yes.
What is up with that?
See, he said it was terrible. I can't. This is not my words. Okay, this is the words of the people. All right. Cake Feeler, man, appreciate you, brother, for being here. It says Team Jersey,
Let's
baby.
go.
That's code for mint sucks ass. So I appreciate that. You gotta be from Jersey to know that, though. It's okay. Look, moldy Oreos, better known as. That's right, exactly. Def
Oh,
Leppard.
that was clever.
Yeah,
All right.
you
All right.
see, told you. Listen, the people have spoken. Okay,
Yes, and
They
the
all
vast
know.
majority of them like mint.
I can't
Yeah.
see it.
Mm.
I can't see it. I can't
Yeah,
see those things.
that's
that
the
are
prescription.
real.
green colored glasses.
Question.
You know, the
When
Xbox
you
glasses.
chew gum, if you do like what flavor do you like? All that if you do anything other than mint, that's totally bad, bro.
Oh, all right. Well, gum. That's not real mint. You know what I'm saying? That's a fake flavor that they add to
What
it.
do you mean,
so-
peppermint bubble gum? It tastes just like mint.
no,
What do you
it's-
mean?
that's an
Like, what
illusion.
are you
It's an
talking
illusion.
about?
I get
They
you
didn't
the
crush no mint.
cinnamon.
Look at the
one
ingredients.
normally.
Okay,
Wow,
there's
things
no
are
mint in
hot.
that shit.
But hold up. What about a mojito?
We don't drink.
Oh, we don't drink, bro.
You don't drink?
Nah, man.
No.
Oh my god. Okay, you guys are goody goodies and stuff.
No
man,
drinking, no
listen,
smoking, no drugs.
We did
None of that.
everything
I'm not saying do
before we
drugs.
had kids, and we made a decision when we had kids. We said, you know what? We're not going to do any of that shit.
Actually, when we got married, we said we're done with
Yeah,
all that
that's
crap.
That's
Please don't tell
Oh,
me that
that's
you
good.
don't like eggnog.
well, eggnog is good, but there's no mint in that.
I give up.
I'm
I
saying.
give up.
Yeah, man.
I'm just
Let it
saying,
go,
no
man.
more
So, Rob,
foolish
you talking
jokes.
about
I've never been
alcohol.
a fan of mint. You see, my people are speaking. You got to listen. Okay, got to
yeah,
listen.
the three people out of
There's three people, bro.
out of thousands.
You're being choosy right now, bro. You're being
I gotta
specifically
look at-
choosy. You're not picking the
Tool Man
ones
says,
that
"What's up?"
disagree.
He's basically telling you that mint sucks. Like, just
Two
accept
Man
it,
ain't
okay? I'm
saying
just
that.
saying.
I know
I'm
2
just
Man.
saying.
He ain't saying that.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Uh-oh.
my God.
William Lewis. Back to back.
Back to
baby.
back.
Ah, look
Oh,
at
thank you for that
that.
$2 super chat.
What?
Says, and I'm eating mint chocolate chip ice cream against my will. Wow.
No,
Somebody
what?
needs to leave William alone. Leave this man alone. All right. Don't
I
put
think-
no pressure on him.
I think Doodle is gonna be the one reading the super chats right now, not you. You changing everything. What the hell is going on?
I actually, Razor Ultra says CMoney's a big Red fan. I'm actually, yes, I am. I prefer that for sure. Big Red. Yep. Ozzy fan, same thing. Big Red. Perfect. See, they know what's
You
up.
should
What
run
in
for
the hell is Big
politician.
Red?
See,
He says mint is I.
you should run for politician because you can flip anything around to your way.
Yeah.
Listen,
Even our
I'm just saying.
Yep.
on point for president. I'm good with that.
Oh
Let's
my
go.
God.
You guys don't even know how much stuff he won't eat.
Someone just says, "C-Money not looking at the chat reminds me of people making Twitter statements and then blocking the reply."
Bro, that's like Team Dog now. He just tweet and then they have like people.
Whoa. You can't go that far, all right?
Bro, he's blocking everybody reply. He said he was gonna chill for Xbox now. That bro, I was crazy. Yeah, the other
he said
day
he's
he
gonna
went
stop
crazy.
now?
No, he say like due to the negative engagement that I've been getting, I'm about to like start chilling for Xbox. And they started saying like crazy stuff like Xbox.
Oh, I
is gonna
saw
be
it. Yeah,
releasing
being mad
GTA
dramatic.
6 on Game Pass day one, bro. He was wilding out. Yes, bro. I was like, what the hell, like, bro?
I got a phrase for Tim Dog. Why the fuck you lying?
Hey.
Why the fuck you lying? What's up, dude, man? I saw it.
Leopard, cloudy with a chance of mustard. No, thank you. All right, so
Let's go.
Canucks,
Let's
so how
go.
about those video games, eh?
Yes, thank
Yes.
you. Did
Yes,
you
how
just add
about
an
those
A
video
at the
games?
end?
I did
A?
add an A.
All right, got it,
Isn't
got
he
it.
from Canada? He's from Canada.
Yes.
Okay, so do we believe or not believe that when
C-Money,
he
what are
says
you
that
talking
out loud,
about?
he
Get
would
to
say
the
A at
topics.
the end? Come on, man. All right. We're talking stuff now. Now, right now, this is the only way I can. When I saw the news today, because I haven't thought about it, right? Because out of sight, out of mind. But this for sure has to be a celebration, right? Jim Ryan is officially gone, right? Like official. He's out. No longer involved with anything. Hiroki Totoki, our real leader over at PlayStation, is fully now cemented into his role until they find somebody else that is exactly like him. Now, I'm excited, but listen, I can understand if you guys are not. Let's hear from the panel. Are you guys as excited as I am that Jim Ryan has exited the building, no longer allowed to speak on behalf of anybody?
No one really cares. He's not on our side. He ain't an Xbox, so do whatever you want. You want to go. You want to stay. It don't matter to me. I represent who I represent. That's it.
I said I stand with the homie right there. Stand with the OG right there. Like, we don't care. Do whatever you want. Try to survive. Go ahead to the back of the gas stations, get on your knees, and do everything that follows. Sony needs to do to survive. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
So what you guys are saying is go kick rocks with open toe shoes,
Yeah.
Jim Ryan.
Hit the
Got
road,
it.
Jack. Don't you come back no more, and we don't really care. That's it.
Put on
Did you
your
hear on his
chancletas
way
and kick
out?
rock.
Did you hear on his way out, he like changed the numbers of the PlayStation 2?
What?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's at 150. It's supposed to be 155. That's where it says that it is on their website. Mind you, this is like 48 years ago that people stopped buying PlayStation 2s. But he upped it on his way out, saying that it's at 160 million.
So that was the last thing he did.
Yeah.
And then he was like,
Just to try to
He's like,
screw
"I'm out,
Nintendo.
bitches. 160 million on the PlayStation 2. Like, what the fuck? Why?
Because the Switch is trying to beat it.
Mhm.
The Switch is
The
trying
Switch
to
will
beat
beat
it.
Where's
it.
that? Where's
It
the
will.
Switch right now? Do we know?
Well, it was like just shy of 140 as of the end of last year. So
Did your mic do something funny, Hargeet?
yeah, can you still hear me?
Yeah, but you just sound like
It
you're on
sounds
a.
horrible, right? Yeah. Yeah, for some
Yeah.
reason my freaking headset isn't working. Well, these things, the in-ears, whatever, but
Okay.
I'll try to
I
get
just
that
wanted to
back.
make
Like
sure.
he sound
You
like he's
still
in
you still can be
Area
heard.
51. He's in
I know.
Area
Still hear him.
51.
That's okay. You can still be
Yeah,
heard pretty
I'll
fine.
try to fix it in the next, after I stop talking. But
Yeah, no worries. No worries.
the expectation is this year they'll probably add another 10 to something, right, in that range. So they'd be right there.
So where are they right now though?
Just shy of 140 at the end of last year.
Okay. And
So-
we know that they're not going to stop selling the Switch when the
No.
Switch 2 comes
No,
out.
they
right?
averaged 15 million. Even last year when it was a down year, it was like 15 million Switches. So they sell a lot. So even if they just kind of get 10 or 12 of them, they're right there. And yeah, once the next one comes, which by the way isn't coming out until like March of next year, right? So they have another year of runway. So they most likely would hit that 155 and go beyond it. So Jim had to just put out no, it's 160. Try to get there.
Just made
Round
up
it up.
numbers. I mean, they're used to that, right? They also claim that there's 54 million consoles in houses, but there's like 20 mil sitting in a warehouse somewhere. Is that
And when your portable counts as a console
Yeah.
sale, I mean,
That's
what
another problem.
else aren't you willing to twist around and bend, right?
facts?
Yeah.
Facts.
And does
Yeah,
it even
so-
matter at this point?
So him going actually is kind of disappointing because I think he was rather useful for us.
He was. It's funny because CMoney said that, right? And I was like, oh damn, Jim. Like
I prefer Hiroki. Hiroki Totoki ain't taking no shit from
very
nobody.
straight up.
We have this
Right?
gem, right?
Look
We
at
have this gem.
Jim. Like this
see,
is
you know what, Hargeet?
hilarious to me.
You know what, Hargeet?
We have
We
this
don't
gem.
lose the memories. We don't lose them. They stay. Look at that. We'll always
we're gonna
remember.
miss him. We're gonna miss him. We're gonna miss him. Yeah. Look at that.
See,
Bro.
that's what I'm saying. We're gonna miss all of this.
Yeah.
Like Jim Ryan was a part of the mess.
Dude,
He
they
was
buckled
more
that man.
memeable.
Yes.
True. But
Yeah.
And he
listen,
did one
at
of
the
the
end of
most
the day,
important things in PlayStation
Uh-oh.
history: bring their games to PC. Now let's hope the next one brings it day and date to PC, so that we get all your games day and date of release on Xbox.
Let's
Fire.
go.
Let's
I
go.
mean, this is, you know what's so funny, man? Like we were just talking about this the last time, but I sat on it more and really thought about it. It's like, really, who cares about their games? Like they have so little games that they actually fucking make. Like so little. Who cares? We don't need one of their fucking games. Yo, we have when Phil opens up the next console to Steam, bro, we're gonna have so many games that are going to be coming to Xbox for the first time every single day, like nonstop. There's literally indies coming every day, amazing indies, not just the small ones, big, like really good indies that skip consoles because they go to PC first, and that shit won't happen. Man, come on,
I got
that's
over
way more
100
exciting.
games. I got over 100 games on Steam right now. I'm ready to play them on my Xbox, especially one of my favorite games, man, that no one knows about. I can't wait to show it off.
Yeah.
Go.
It's gonna be.
Which one
it's
is
gonna be
it?
glorious.
Like, tell us.
It's called Distance. It's like this racing game where it's timed base, and there are obstacles everywhere from laser beams shooting you, shooting across the screen, and you got to try to get to the end. You got buzz saws, you got obstacles.
Oh,
Your car can
So it's
fly
like,
in
what,
certain
split second?
situations. A little bit like
that
Split
game?
Second, but it's really good. Check out Distance if you ever get a chance on Steam. Pull it up. It's dope,
dope.
dude.
I'm actually checking it right now.
I've been checking it for like 8 years, playing it for 8
Oh
years.
damn,
dude.
8 years, Jesus
But
Christ.
it's been, I got it in early development, so I
Oh,
bought
gotcha,
it
gotcha,
then.
like early
So, but
access.
now it's the full game, and
That's dope.
it's dope. Plus, you can create your own tracks, and it's just deep, dude. You teleport through different zones, and the zone will change. They can get scary, creepy, dark, or they can be super bright. It's a great game, dude. But
That's
a lot
dope.
of people don't know about it, and you can play it with a friend online to beat the time together in the same screen on the same thing. Up to 6 people, I think, can run it.
That's dope.
Sweet.
That's dope. Shout out to the homie Raiden Blade.
Raiden Blade, what's up,
My
baby?
homie, man.
Thank you for
Appreciate
being
you, brother.
here.
Thank you so much for that £5 super chat. Says mint probably is because U.S. chocolate is crap. Mint chocolate is one of the best flavors out there, like Nutella.
Oh,
All
Nutella.
European chocolate has a quality. First of all, Nutella is amazing. Okay, but you know what's not in Nutella?
Mint.
Motherfucking mint. Okay, that's why it's amazing. All right.
Take your loss, CMoney. Take your loss because it came in a super chat.
Yeah.
Take your loss.
Listen, Raiden Blade knows
Nutella
and
is
Nutella
banging.
is the gold
Yeah.
standard. Okay, and there's no mint there.
Yo,
okay?
Nutella milkshakes,
Come on,
Nutella
man. We had
pancakes.
Nutella
Oh my
pizza
gosh,
once.
Nutella
Oh,
everything.
crap.
Nutella can't be fucked up. And then, of course, we have the homie
Larry
Larry M.
M. Thank you,
my
love.
brother, again for being here. Thank you for that $2 super chat. Says Xbox will bring balance back to the Force.
Absolutely.
You ain't lying, bro.
I like
Xbox
that was good.
is on a whole different trajectory. Like they are changing the game as they do it. Like they've gone off the track and they're literally laying the track in front of them as they go along. They ain't following nobody. They're setting their own track.
Just had to be in the
Trend.
picture.
Trend. Yes. Let's go with
They're
trend.
making their own way.
Yes.
All right. They're not following any of these losers. I can tell you right now, all the other people right now that are out there, you got your PlayStation, you got your Nintendo. Nintendo, they're on the same track. They're just different because of they have so many IP, right? That are just
They're unique.
super
Nintendo, they're
legendary.
their own beast.
But
They've
PlayStation has
always
no
been
such
that way.
beast. Yeah, PlayStation has no such beast anymore. Like they have, like Nintendo has Mario, but they can make like 28 games that have Mario in it in like 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, what Kratos is going to be in one game, God of War, and then that's it. And who knows if they're even making any more of that? Who knows what's coming from that? Same thing with anybody else they have, right?
I refuse to
So
buy
Xbox
a
is just
Switch
killing
until they give me a Star Fox. I'm sorry. I love Star Fox back in the day. I refuse to buy
Star Fox.
Nintendo.
You know what's funny? Star Fox when it came out was really good, but I went back to play it on the Switch on the online. You know when you can kind of their
netcode.
Their game plan or whatever, where you can go and play all the old games. And that was rough. That was rough. We need an updated one, like a good high quality one. Honestly, that's my hope for Nintendo this next gen. Like I hope they get back to their GameCube days when they were pushing, right? Even I would even say Nintendo 64, right? When they really try to take a leap and do something different and special. Hopefully they get back. Hopefully they get back. And then you got the man Larry M back to back. My brother, thank you, man.
love.
Appreciate the $5 super chat. Says Jim Ryan was our inside man.
Yes.
I wanted to say that.
was.
Secret Agent Jim. Secret Agent Jim.
Yo, you know what's crazy? He has said some outlandish shit. All right, so listen, we brought up Jim. He's gone. This is like his funeral right now, right?
Oh
So
my God!
this is what I want to ask you. I want to ask each and every one of you, what is your singular favorite memory of our boy Jim?
Oh my gosh,
Okay.
that's a tough one.
A
Just
singular
one?
favorite memory. All right. Chico, let's start with you, man. What your favorite memory of some shit that Jim Ryan has done or said?
Basically, Jim Ryan, he continued to top each and every of the misdemeanors that he had. So he started off with that we believe in generations, and then PlayStation 5 proceeded to not believe in generations. And it's 2023, and they released the first only PS5 game on Spider-Man. It took him like 3 years to release
And it was
that
based off the
PlayStation.
engine from 2018 Spider-Man.
And he says they literally didn't put it on PlayStation 4 because they didn't want to. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But boy,
Facts.
I mean, I had to go with that. That's totally bullshit. But you know what? I'm gonna miss him because he obviously was going senile. He literally didn't know what he was doing, bro. Boy, he was literally sinking PlayStation. But Hiroki Totoki, bro, I believe that man is gonna bring the heat. You know what? Don't underestimate him. That guy already off the get-go, he's saying, screw all of this. We're about to make money. We're about to, you know what I mean? I know Sony PlayStation fanboys, they're going to be like, oh, we don't like the direction that he's going, but he's actually the one that's going to save PlayStation because times are changing and this man is going with the times. That's all I got to say right now, bro.
Agreed.
You know? But I'm going to miss Jim Ryan. It was, like I said, very memorable. And I don't know, I just like the guy, you know what I mean? He looked like a cool dude, like a cool old man, like a cool grandpa. Hey, grandpa, give me $5, let me get ice cream. That's what it,
Don't you insult our grandpas like me like that. Don't insult grandpas like me like that by saying he reminds you of a grandpa. You know. Don't do it.
But I would say he was like a cool grandpa. He didn't look like a mean guy, like a mean person. He didn't look like, you know, like it was a dirtbag. Like he didn't look like that. You know what I mean? He's just like a businessman. And you know, I mean, I think he represented PlayStation well, despite the fact that he did all what he did, you know. I mean,
yeah.
It is what it is.
All right. So your favorite memory is We Believe in Generations.
Definitely.
That nugget. Sir X-Men, what is your favorite thing? Your favorite memory of something?
I got you. I love this. When Jim Ryan did that a couple of years ago, that special thing for 45 minutes about the PlayStation showcase and what we have, I've never seen somebody look so stiff, so dull, and so did not want to be there like Jim Ryan. I mean, it was like you looking at your grandfather who couldn't move and didn't really care, he just spitting stuff out, did not have one smile about any game he introduced. That's what I remember about Jim Ryan, because people actually, for the rare first time, got a chance to see him at an extended time. And it was like, I don't really want to be here. I just want to show people some things. And the only thing they really showed, other than some other games that weren't made by them, was Spider-Man 2. That was it.
That was the trash showcase. Really trash showcase. It was really bad.
So that's my
Jim
memory.
couldn't even fake it.
No, he couldn't.
Absolutely.
And then he comes in the next day with a little thing of him with a controller in his hand, and he's not even holding the controller correct way that a gamer would hold the controller.
Upside down, right?
Yeah. He was a clown.
That was wild.
He was a clown for sure. Who's definitely in chat, do me a favor. Let us know as well one of your favorite memories. We'll put it up here. We'll talk about it. Hargeet, what's you're the man with the memes. You got them all behind you all the time.
Get them, Hargeet. Go get them,
Hargeet. Pick one.
Man,
pick one.
Pick just one.
Just one.
Your favorite, or your favorite moment, or your favorite dumb shit he's done or said.
God dang it. I mean, the runner-up has to be like right at the end when he knows that they're going to shut down London studio and shows up for a party for himself.
That's yes.
Yo, that's was the wild.
That one's really wild. Good. I also love.
Do you think he chose that place to do it? Do you think he said, "You know what? I want to have my party right there because I know we're never gonna have that building again." So let's do it one last time.
That's like buying your own birthday cake and nobody shows up.
That's like,
Yo, it was freaking wild for him to go and show up over there like nothing's happening.
Yeah, that was.
It was crazy. Like, talk about not giving a crap, bro.
Oh yeah.
All right, so that's your. You said that was your
gone in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's wild. It was like 5 days, literally like 5 days there. So you're saying that's your runner-up?
That's a runner-up. Another like honorable mention is that who plays old games?
Yeah, I saw that. Raiden Blade had that over here. It says, "Who wants to play old game?"
Yeah, but then he started remastering old games. That's the funny part, Hargeet. Then he started remastering old games over and over again.
Exactly.
And over. He believes in old games, apparently, enough to go ahead and continue to make them.
Yes, but I think the best one has to be the entire saga of him crying, flying, degrading PlayStation, all the things we used to come up with when the CMA, the FTC, and the EU decided that they wanted to scrutinize the ABK acquisition and said the following quote: "If Microsoft were to in any way degrade Call of Duty on PlayStation. It would seriously damage our reputation. Our gamers would desert our platform in droves. And network effects would exacerbate the problem. Our business would never recover. Cool. Well, guess what's about to happen to you, PlayStation ponies? Exactly that. Enjoy that.
This is the apocalypse.
You may now.
You know what's funny though?
You may now reap
You know-
your rewards.
You know, out of everything that you could have quoted for him, right? That is actually the one time he wasn't lying. He was literally being dead as honest. He literally just told all of them what is literally what we see right now. As soon as this deal closed, PlayStation was like, yo, what do we got being made? Cancel this. No, we
Cancel
can't afford that. Get this shit out of here.
Here you go. Jim Ryan wasn't lying. He wasn't lying. He was just trying to tell y'all the straight up facts now.
Y'all didn't
Nobody
know
wanted to
when we
hear
had
it.
Sir X-Men on today that this was a musical as well.
Yes.
bro.
This is what you get when you come
Bro,
here, right? We
We're
got
gonna have to
dinner
drop a track with
and
him.
a show.
Dude, you already know CMoney. I'll say some weird stuff just out of the blue.
Oh my god.
Love it, bro.
Cool.
Yes. So
What is your favorite thing?
Listen, first,
Your
I
favorite
want to
memory?
answer your first question. Like, it felt like he's been gone for quite a bit, right? He was still there. I mean, the best moment was when he came out here with his white tee, looking like he broke out of jail and is skipping and happy. You know, like he's finally seen a little freedom, gotten a little bit of fresh air. But because we were wondering, where is Jim? You know? So I felt like in 2023, he was the gift that kept on giving. All his nonsense, the way he lost his shit throughout the ABK situation, saying that, you know, we're not going to recover. But my favorite moment is that these ponies have had such loyalty and they've gone through it with PlayStation, and Jim slaps them up with "You're not enough." That to me,
That's a good.
talk about a slap in the face.
That was a
You
good.
Oh, when he
are
talked
not
about his
enough.
developers, that's right. The developers they have. Yep, I remember that. That was good.
That was wild.
That was
You
beautiful.
can enjoy anything when these ponies are out here talking lip, and then their leader, who they've praised, comes out here and say, "Listen up, you ain't shit." Come on, man! What a glorious moment to witness.
Yes.
Yes.
That was it was a
Debunking-
beautiful one.
Debunking the they buy games on PlayStation bullshit. No, you don't buy enough games. We have to put it on
You
PC
don't
to
buy
make
Facts.
it.
games.
This is the one that killed them, Doodles. You just reminded me when Jim Ryan said, nobody can make games like Activision's. Our developers can't keep up
Yes!
with Activision.
Oh my gosh!
Yes. Yes. It was glorious. It was glorious.
Oh,
We have the homie Larry M.
Larry,
My
thank you
brother,
so
man.
much.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, homie. Thank you for being here. Says, then thank you for that $5 super chat. Says, when that fool was basically begging the FTC to cancel, celebrate the ABK deal, dude was acting like a hoe.
He ain't
He
lying.
is burning.
He ain't lying.
Bro, you know what I was thinking right now when Doodle mentioned that he was signing the deal with the white tee, right?
Yes.
Like he looked fresh out of a mental institution. Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. He
Yo,
look-
the hair, who's that?
bro, he looked like one
hair?
of those straight out of those
Deadass,
naughty
bro.
daycares, bro. Oh, bro, that
That's
was
hilarious.
insane, man. Holy crap.
It looked like the top of
Yeah.
a turnip or something. It was wild. That hair was wild, bro.
Bro, I
that
think
was
he
beautiful.
actually lost his mind after this deal. He actually went crazy. He had to, bro. He was like, "What am I gonna do? Running around asking everybody for favors. Every little girlfriend he had at the CMA and the European nation, like asking everybody, like, oh, bro, can you help me out, please? Like, you know what I mean? I get my knees bruised for you. You know what I'm
The
saying?
question is, did he ever go visit Diddy? Right?
Oh my God!
Did he go visit Diddy?
God, no,
That
you
is
didn't.
what we need to
You know
know.
what I
Didn't
love?
just go there.
The way Lulu Chang and Sarah Bond put Jim Ryan in his place at the damn thing. Lulu Khan on Twitter, and then Sarah Bond at the the ABK thing. They just shut Jim Ryan up,
Bro,
big
at the,
time.
at the ABK deal when Jim Ryan showed up via Zoom, bro, everybody went to the actual place. He was like, "Okay, I'm gonna Zoom call. Hold up, what the hell was that,
And
bro?"
he lived like right there. Like the
Bro,
shit was
yeah,
going
with
down
the
like
TV,
on the block.
The block.
This shit was crazy.
His
That
mouth
shit was
Yo,
just
crazy.
dropped,
crazy
dude.
thing is that this whole thing started and his swag was wild. Like, yo,
Yeah.
I'ma handle this real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fly over here, talk to my peoples. They're gonna shut this down real fast, right?
yeah.
And he went from the dude that is like, come blow me to the one that's like, yo, come on, please. Yo, I'll blow you for anything. I'll do anything right now. It was crazy how the dynamic just changed. This dude was losing his mind towards the end of this freaking trial. You're right, bro. Like it was sad and just so entertaining. It's like a train just like derailing, and you're like, you can't stop looking, but you know what's about to happen. It was crazy. I thought he was off his meds. I wanted him on a reality show. I still do. If you guys can get
Well, if you
Jimmy
look
Jim.
at how he laughs, right? Hargeet blessed us with this image behind
Hold
him.
on. We gotta do a close up.
And
We got
he just looks like he doesn't know where he is right now. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't know what's happening.
I'm so
It's a problem.
confused.
Like, have you ever
problem.
seen? He's laughing like somebody. You ever see somebody that's lost in the hood, and they don't know what to do, right? Bro. Okay, I'm good.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. All right, so my favorite moment was, I feel like this was the moment that really exposed what they were doing. And when Lulu Chen blew it up, and he had said that I don't want a new Call of Duty deal, I just want to stop the merger.
That was a close one.
Oh.
Yes.
That was wild.
Because
That
you
he
get the
said it to
desperate.
these people, but he said it to them like ain't nobody was gonna bring it up. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just like talking to his homies, like no, man, you can't tell the opposition that you're literally trying to screw them.
My
You're
master
lying.
plan, you guys, is this.
You know what happened? He lost his composure. He got emotional. That wasn't gangsta, and that's how he lost the fight. That everybody realized that he was being disingenuous, that he wasn't being truthful to what he was saying. And honestly, Jim Ryan, like if you put PlayStation and Sony next to Jim Ryan, it's like James Ryan like decline. It's like Sony PlayStation. Like this guy was swaggy, like you were saying. He was always on a suit, haircut on point. This guy smelling good with the Dior. You know what I'm saying? And now homeboy wearing Dickies in the hood, and chancleta. Oh my God, boy, down bad, man. Holy crap. And Sony PlayStation, bro, same thing. But Hiroki Totoki, I got faith. I keep on saying this. I got faith that he's gonna bring the brand back up. And it's not gonna be a Sony PlayStation that ponies is gonna like.
Yes,
They gotta
I
get
agree
with
with
the
that.
modern times, dude.
It's not gonna be a pony Sony PlayStation. It's gonna be more like what we're getting from Xbox right now. They're gonna copy the model because
Like
let's keep it
always.
real. Sony PlayStation is a good brand. Okay, they make good games and they know what they're doing when it comes to hardware and things like that. Let's keep it real. Jokes aside, and he already got a platform, something to work with that he can, rescue and recover. So, in my opinion, I think Hiroki Totoki is gonna make the right moves, and the right moves is like, hey, every little game is going to every console. It's gonna be PlayStation everywhere now too. We're gonna be seeing the campaign PlayStation everywhere because you're not enough.
You're right. Listen, he's made it very clear that he's about that bag. And he made it very clear, I'm here for a certain amount of time and then I'm out. I don't care what's going on. You guys figure this out. I can't imagine that he's out there saying what he's saying and that they're not going to bring someone in that's going to go ahead and follow through with every step that he's taken. And so I do think moving forward, in order for them to go ahead and recoup and to go ahead and stay and be able to go ahead and give us the games that, you know, hopefully we'll get back to a normal space that we can enjoy. Like, I think that they need to go ahead and put their games out, bring that money in, and figure it out.
That
Absolutely.
Spider-Man game would have been awesome. They could have
It would
they could have
have.
brought that to both consoles and let it be crossplay. Marvel messed up on that one. That would have been perfect, and that would have been a cash
At least
cow.
PC, but you know, whatever. We'll get there.
Yes.
It'll come. It'll come.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The game has been, you know, we saw it. It looks great, right? When they
Yep.
get that money, they can potentially go ahead and release this, no?
Get
Wait,
money.
what game?
They
What game you
broke.
talking?
What are you talking
The
about?
Spider-Man game,
Spider-Man game.
the one that they held back. They said
They
that they
canceled it.
canceled.
Oh, the cancel.
Yes,
multiplayer?
we saw it.
Yeah.
Oh no, they deleted that shit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well,
Nah,
listen, seeing the
not
response
happening.
from everyone excited about it, this is what Spider-Man 2 should have
Listen,
been.
Sony couldn't even buy more storage for their location, so they had to delete it so that they can reuse that space. Okay,
Damn.
They-
That's
that's
messed
what
up,
they have
man.
right now.
That's
That's
messed up.
harsh.
Let's get the homies.
I
We
think
asked
they were the
them,
people
and-
let go. I think they were the ones that they fired, right? As
Yep.
the people that were working on the multiplayer.
Facts.
This is what it is.
It was Insomniac
Vinci.
doing it. Yeah.
No, for sure. The homie Vinci, man, says the only thing I can remember what Jim Ryan said was PlayStation will never recover if ABK acquisition goes through. And again, he wasn't lying. You can see they are in shambles right now. They have the Pony Force out there, like stressing on figuring out how they can, you know, combat the situation. You saw
Sony
what's
should
his
have came
name,
up with 80 billion to top what
there's some-
Microsoft paid. They should have bidded for it.
There's that dude. I don't know. He's that pony. What's his name? Thrash King, some shit.
Oh,
God,
my
I was on
Now
the
he's
show with
starting-
him before. Oh my
Now
God.
he's starting a new series where he's gonna talk about Xbox content creators individually. He started with Dirt, but the video got banned in all of different places. Like, what-
Bro,
like,
I'm not gonna lie, man. And King Trash, it's you here. I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. Your content is trash, bro. Straight up. You don't even like invest in a good mic. You don't even like record gameplay or put videos together. All you get is like, I'm pretty sure you are break at work. You know, recording this shit from your phone, bro. This is like, bro, guy, get better, man. Like at
Dude.
least you know, put some love into your content, man.
When he
You
did
totally
a show
stopped.
with me and K Mega, we could tell he was an Uber driver because he had to say, "Okay, guys, hold up, I gotta go out to the car." And every what 15,
Oh,
20 minutes, hold up, I gotta go to the car. You know, you're an Uber driver and you're trying to do a podcast with other people.
yeah,
That's
well,
sad.
It's wild.
I just
I mean, whatever. If he's
driving
driving Ubers, whatever. But
yeah, that doesn't.
it's
that
more
doesn't
that
matter,
what he
but-
does is kind of
Well,
like,
it don't matter. You got a job, but
Yeah.
still, you know.
But it's funny because all these PlayStation guys, they all think they rich and they all be like, oh, support the dev. Or you don't have enough money to buy a PlayStation. And that's why you don't like PlayStation because you love to rent your games on Game Pass. And that's their narrative. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I never
I
never
get that.
stand
I get
here
that, bro.
trying to flex, but we never hear trying to flex. We always be like, bro, be smart with your money. So, like, look after your family. Like, we all have priorities. Like, this is a hobby, not a luxury. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's not on us, bro. That's on you for trying to flex out here
Yes.
online, bro. That's sad.
it's too
sad.
bad that they like rail against the thing that would help them. I don't know why people want to spend more. It's like,
Yep.
do you not want more
Corpus
value? What's the point?
It's idiotic. It's idiotic.
It's wild. And I do get where you're coming from, Demo Flow, because that's the thing. I think that a lot of people go out there and they talk a lot of crap, but you know, just wait till people react. And once you get the reaction, they love to play victim. And
my
that's
rewards points play.
that's
for
on them.
mine. My rewards points play for my
rewards
ultimate.
points.
The rewards
Yeah.
points. If you subscribe and you get set your renewal, your thing for okay, instead of the $1,200 in rewards, if you set it for a schedule to pay for it when you're playing your games and doing whatever for the rewards points, you get it for 1,500 instead of 12,000 for the ultimate every month. So I'm saving money every single month just for
That's
playing
wild.
the game.
Nice.
Weren't
man.
people
Jeez
crying
Louise.
about the reward program recently?
Bro.
I know
Yeah,
they
they
talked
shrunk
about
some
it
of the
'cause-
points. They shrunk some of the points.
Bro,
I mean,
actually,
it's free. What are you
Yeah,
talking
but
about?
let me tell you something, bro. Like the rewards is still pretty much the same thing. But what happened now is that they move towards to this new app that is gonna have every reward in there. So the way that rewards work is that you can make points on Bing, right?
Yep.
Which is Microsoft browser, and you make the majority of points on Bing. And if you
Yep.
keep your streak, all of that accumulates, and at the end of the month, they give you like an extra 1,000 or 2,000 points for being, consistent, right?
Yep.
And to that, you add everything that you make playing video games, like the quest that you see on Game Pass. And
Yep.
at the end of the month, I promise you that you're gonna have more than 12,000 points to get your Game Pass for free.
Yep.
But
Plus
you
to
have to
play
do it.
5 get yep.
Okay,
plus-
you have to. Oh, come on, for free. And even if you don't get it for free, let's say you don't do the whole thing the whole month, you still they gonna continue to accumulate, and maybe you don't get it for free this month because you made 5,000 points, but you get it free the next month when you get the 10,000 points. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? So, and not only that, you can use this money to buy accessories. You can use this money to buy whatever you want, whatever game that you see. You can use your points. And this other person, the bold guy, koala guy, Xvolt Gaming, he was talking down and comparing both the services. You saw that shit? He was talking about the PlayStation rewards are better because every dollar that you spend, you you earn, but you don't have to spend any money doing
So
the Microsoft
stupid, that
rewards.
shit.
So
That's so
there's no
stupid, that shit.
comparison. You know what I'm
Which,
saying?
by the way, we have here as well. So when you buy stuff on the Xbox store,
exactly.
you also
Yes.
get points.
You get like I think 5 points for each dollar that you spend. So you buy a game that's $70, you get that multiplied by 5. You know what I'm saying?
awesome.
So come on, bro.
Yeah. it's
And
stupid.
not only that, let me tell you, Microsoft has a bunch of other shit included. Like if you buy stuff through Bing, you get so many discounts. Like, bro, like if you like for your internet, you get like $100 off Xfinity if you buy it through your browser, Bing browser. Like PlayStation don't offer you shit.
Wow,
you know,
I didn't know
like
that. That's
I
new.
bought my computer recently. I bought an Asus laptop because I needed it for work. Mine broke down terribly. So I bought me a new computer and I saved me like $100 because they had like a 25% off of Best Buy. So I got my computer for like $250 and it's like a beast, bro. Like
That's wild. That's
Yeah,
dope.
Brian
Bro,
says you get
via
250 if you buy
Microsoft.
new releases.
So come on, you can't compare. You can't compare. Come on, stop it. It's not. We're not the same. You
Homies
love to
can't do
spend.
math.
We love to save. That's it.
Facts. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. And then we have the homie survey says thank you for being here, brother. Says my favorite memory of Jim Ryan is him just showing up with his hair a mess looking drunk. Yo, you ain't wrong.
Bro.
You ain't wrong. He was a mess.
Bro, I
Oh
got
my
that
God,
picture
this really
somewhere
turned
in
into a
here, bro.
funeral. My favorite memory
Yeah,
of Jim
right.
Ryan.
Ozzy fan says we care
This is
about
awesome.
generations, the biggest bullshit line ever. Those are
Mm-hmm.
facts as well. Rated Blaze says, who wants to play old games? Quoted Jim Ryan. Adele says, line flying, crying, Jim Dance room, Saber Brian Ryan. What the fuck? Oh my god. Sappho says, why don't we don't care what they do? It's really interesting, isn't it? Jim Ryan, former CEO, SIE, retired. Well, I guess they do end up caring, right? Surrey says his other favorite memory is when he held a controller like it was his first time touching a female. Sappho says no one plays old games. And then they continue to remaster or remake every single game that they've ever released in the history of time. Oh my god. RSJ, Becca, what's good, fam? Thank you for being here.
What's up,
Says,
baby?
without Call of Duty, PlayStation is doomed. Those are facts, 100%.
They had to make apparently, obviously, these were like a lot of these situations. Like that was true, right? Because they're out there trying to figure things out
100%.
because
100%.
this happened, and it hasn't shook.
Facts. The homie Rashawn Ebinger, man, thank you for
Rashawn.
being here, brother. Thank you so much for being a
Thank
member for
you.
3 months, man. We appreciate you. Says in the deposition when he refused to comment under oath if PlayStation would make Call of Duty exclusive. Oh, snap. Oh, we forgot about that one. Oh, it's wild.
There are so many
that's
gems.
memorable.
There are so many
There are
gems.
so many. Yeah, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Jim Ryan, our homie. We're gonna miss your train wreck.
Yeah. It was really a good time. The homie L Paul, man. Thank you, brother, for being here. Thank you so much for
Thank
that $2
you,
super chat.
love.
Says much love to the community.
Oh.
Have a great show. Oh, Paul, man, thank
Thank
you,
you,
brother.
baby.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. The homie Creed 20
Creed.
Blaster. What's good, fam? Thank you so much for that €2, $2. No, god damn it. That €2 super. I
Euro,
don't know why.
yes.
Yes, euro. I got it. €2 super chat, man. Appreciate you. Says you heard PlayStation removed only on PlayStation. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Moment of silence for this one, please.
Holy crap.
Did they? Because that would be hilarious.
It would.
Let's get Terry.
It
yeah,
would.
That would be hilarious. Are you guys researching it right now? All of you?
Let me
I
see.
see you
Let me
all
Google.
looking.
Let me Google.
Everybody's Googling. Gotcha. We'll come back to it when we get the information. But thank you, Creed 20 Blaster. Let's see what our sleuths over here figure out in real time. And then we got the homie Larry M. Back to back. My brother, man. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for that $2 super chat. Says, I think they skip next generation. Who, PlayStation? PlayStation skip
Hashtag
next
no
generation?
PS6.
Hashtag no
Says that.
PS6. Maybe their PlayStation
Shout out to
Pro
King
that's
Gabe.
coming out this year with no games at all to support it. That's the game that maybe that's their next system. You know, they're just going to run with that for the
That's
next
their PS6.
6 years. I mean, we all know that they're not going to advance past the PlayStation 4 generation anyway because it costs too much money to do so. So all the
The
exclusives
new
you're
Windows
getting,
phone. The new Windows phone, please.
the new Windows,
That'll be great. That'll be great, yo.
I love the Windows phone, dude.
Yeah.
that
It
will
was
be dope.
good.
That will be dope.
Mhm.
Absolutely. So that being said, next up on the docket,
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Xbox had a all hands meeting. Jez Corden goes ahead and says that he has heard some stuff. So first of all, Idle Sloth went ahead and put this all together. So I'm going to read this and then let's discuss. Okay. Jez Corden says he has heard Microsoft had an all hands meeting recently with Phil Spencer. They discussed what the future of Xbox looks like and discussed the rumors of going third party. Which is funny because why would they be discussing rumors on something that they're supposed to know to be true? Right? If that's what's really happening, why would they be discussing rumors, right? When they just be discussing their plans, right? You stupid motherfuckers. Okay, says Phil said the decisions we take today are about ensuring Xbox's future not for years, but for decades to come. And Xbox will be stronger in the years, decades to come. And he specifically said that includes hardware. Also, an Xbox higher up recently DM'd Jez saying, there's a lot of things we do wrong at Microsoft, and there's a lot of things I would change. And there are a lot of things that maybe I understand people being worried about. But there's one thing you shouldn't worry about, and that is the commitment to gaming. According to Jez, there has been a disruption in the brand, and part of that disruption is how costs have grown in recent years. Everything has gotten more expensive, and that's why they put Sea of Thieves on PlayStation. Rare has no cash flow apart from Sea of Thieves, and with expenses going up, especially in the UK, Brexit, COVID, adding another revenue stream to Sea of Thieves is crucial. Microsoft wants each division to stand on its own 2 feet. Every team needs to stand on their own 2 feet eventually. And then he follow up
See, I moved the table
to
over
Idle
for you.
Sloth to add a little more context. He says, I'll add that the Sea of Thieves part is speculation on my end. Running a live service game has gotten gradually more expensive. No issues Bungie is having right now, etc. It's logical for Sea of Thieves to go broad to support the studio's future, like how Bethesda has Fallout 76 and Elder Scrolls Online, etc. And he also follows up and says he's been told Rare is very healthy even before PlayStation 5. So, obviously, we heard all of this, okay? What do you guys, when you hear this, right? When you hear this all hands, I feel like when I'm listening to that, I think they already kind of addressed this, did they not? Like we already heard during the official Xbox podcast that this was the conversation that they had with us, right? They told us that obviously, you know, things are changing. We know this. They set certain criteria for us to expect what's going to come down the line to another system. If it meets those certain requirements, they might do that. Um, I mean, they talked about how over the course of time in the next 5 to 10 years, exclusives will have a smaller and smaller role or a smaller and smaller impact on the overall landscape of gaming, which we already know that to be true as well. Um, I guess for me, I just don't understand. This sounds like a kind of nothing burger to me, right? Like I feel like
It
nothing
does. And considering the
actually came
fact
from it.
that Phil has also come out, like he said, um, that the market is not growing, right? So I feel like this is a gathered of information.
Yeah, especially with the last like the last
Exactly.
interview we got from Polygon, right? Like really everything has essentially been laid out. So I'm trying to understand what would be the new all hands about. You know what I'm saying? Like what like this didn't really explain anything as to what a new all hands meeting would have been. I mean, Hargeet, when you hear this, I mean, what does this mean to you?
So one thing that's disappointing from this is actually that they want they want Rare to be financially solvent. When they took their game was the first one to go day and date into Game Pass to prove out that model, and it proved it the hell out. It did. I mean, that game would have died if it wasn't for Game Pass, and
Yep.
it did not die because it was in Game Pass. People played it, enjoyed it, and kept playing it, and it kept growing and growing and growing, right? And that was literally like both of those were like a microcosm or like a mutually symbiotic relationship that made each other grow. And that game would have died without it, then Game Pass had to have something, and this was the first game. And I don't, if that is not the model, if you're looking for now straight revenue, then has something changed with Game Pass? Because the idea of Game Pass was it was funding everything. They were profitable with it, right? So if that's not the case, then what's going on, right? So that's the only nugget I really get out of that, right? Because otherwise, it never made sense to me to bring Sea of Thieves. It's like 6-7-year-old, whatever it is, old game. Why are you bringing this over to PlayStation now? You've had 35 million players. That, by any stretch of any imagination, that is a fantastic amount of engagement. That's like, tell me what Sony game has that much. They don't have any besides Destiny. They don't have it, and Destiny they bought, which is now dying. But fine, we'll put that aside. Why is that something you need to bring over? And now you kind of get the idea that they're like saying, well, Game Pass isn't enough. That's what they're really saying. And so now I'm curious what that means. What is this? What does this world look like if Game Pass isn't enough?
You're frozen right
So,
now.
I
And
am?
everybody. Oh shit. Oh, did we all just do a
I
reset?
mean, I can hear you guys. Can you hear
There
me?
we go. Oh, okay, he can hear
Yeah,
us.
Did
can
you
hear
just
you
take
guys.
us down? You froze and then we all got
Everybody
shut
did.
down. Close that.
Okay.
Holy crap.
The ponies
I
are
can
at
hear
it
you guys,
again.
but-
The ponies
Yeah.
are at it again.
We got hacked.
Ponies. Goddamn Jim Ryan doing his last
But anyway,
thing
so I don't know
before he leaves.
where you guys didn't hear me.
So
but
basically, you said that it was disappointing to you that
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves, that they want Rare to stand on its own feet, that they had a relationship about Rare needed Game Pass needed Rare, everything was great, and then now that's where you kind of left off.
Yeah, and so now what's the issue? Like, I guess if Game Pass is not profitable, is that what they're saying? Because otherwise, why do they need to do this? I don't get the difference, right? Why is this on PlayStation when you have 35 million players? 35 million players is great for anybody, right? So I don't understand why that was an issue. So if you have that much, are you saying now that you need something beyond Game Pass, right? And so what does that look like, right? If you're saying the division, does that mean Xbox Game Studios, which includes Minecraft? Are you saying Minecraft isn't enough to support the other studios? So
I don't think
what are
that's
they
my
getting
thing. I don't think they want, like, I think for them, when they look at the sustainable business aspect of it, right? It's they don't want other studios keeping other studios afloat, right? Like they want all the studios to be able to
Sufficient for
independently
themselves.
stand on their own. So they
Yes.
shouldn't be making a game that outweighs the studio, right? So like that's the way they're looking at it. They don't want, like, Sea of Thieves, for instance. It's an ongoing game, right? Like, you got to remember, like, it's been 6-7 years, and yeah, they've had 35 million players, but that's not 35 million players playing every year
Concurrent, right?
or every month, right? So
Yeah.
we don't know how many people are actively playing that game on a normal basis, and then from that, what tiny percentage of those people are spending money on a regular basis, because that's the only cash flow they have. That's why they're broadening it out to PlayStation, because they're saying new group of people, new people who never bought anything yet, so hopefully they'll spend money and that'll make this worthwhile. Again, when he did that podcast, he said that they want to be able to continue to invest, but it has to make sense. At the end of the day, these online games that last forever can be a money pit where you're just doing it for the sake of doing it for the people who are playing for free, and that doesn't make sense. Like if Fortnite, for instance, if no one bought a one of the skins,
yes.
Fortnite is not going to stay up. It's going to shut down, right? No matter what the situation is, they need those microtransactions. So the only thing that shows me is that Sea of Thieves he said it. I mean, again, this is not, he said that it's reached end of life on PlayStation, on Xbox and PC. Not that there's no growth, but the growth is not sustaining the costs that it takes to run it. So they need,
but there was no revenue from it at all, right? Because it was a Game Pass game. I don't know how many people actually bought it. I'm sure some did. There obviously are Steam players.
I got the data. Actually, I got the data.
So
go for
Let's
it.
go.
Emoflo got data for us. What's the data?
I actually sent it to you, CMoney, but I can tell you right now, Sea of Thieves has an estimated daily play count of 10,000 players on Steam, with approximately 30,000 monthly players. The game has also sold more than 50 million copies. Additionally, during its launch month, there were 283,000 active users on PC and 1.7 million on Xbox One. The current player count is 8,848. That's it.
So 15 million sold on PC.
Give or take. Right?
Yeah, but remember, that's 15 million. The only way that matters is when you're comparing that to a single dev game, meaning you make a game once and that's it. You're not spending any more money on that game anymore because you already spent it, and then you just got to fix things or whatever. But when you're doing ongoing development, that 15 million is no different than you have to release another game, right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
but all of that assumes there's no Game Pass. When there is Game Pass,
there's so many games in Game Pass.
Well, that was before Game Pass. That's without Game Pass. 15 million copies sold. That Game Pass is on Steam, and the game is like $50 or something. All right,
Yeah,
and now they're probably gonna sell more on PlayStation. So.
But the whole point is that the gas model, like that model, would work because Game Pass is a continuous subscription, and that's how they were able to fund these things. So if the potential now is that we're saying no, that each game, even though it's going to be in Game Pass, nothing Call of Duty is going to be in Game Pass. Is that going to cannibalize sales? Yes. Is that going to be too much? I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
and so
that's what we're
for
seeing.
me, real quick, if I can jump in
Go
here,
ahead,
real quick. So I do hear you,
Hargi,
with what you're saying. When you hear the number and you're like, okay, well, if you have these many players, why are we letting this game go? Right? We know that PlayStation doesn't have.
I'm concerned they're switching because look, when Rare came to Phil and said, "You're putting this in Game Pass, we're not going to sell it, right?" And he's like, "Yep, I get it. So we're not going to make any money. You're okay with that?" "Yep, totally okay with that." That was what he said, right? Now he's saying, "No, you got to make money." Wait a minute. Now he's changed the terms. Why?
Well, I
That's
don't
what
feel like he's saying you got to make money. He wants to make every studio sustainable. Like the games that you make need to bring in enough for you to continue. And I mean that's the goal, no? But for me, when I heard Matt Booty say some games are bigger than a platform, for me, I felt like he was talking about Sea of Thieves. Like let's go ahead, let's make this game a Minecraft. Let's go ahead and make this game a
you
Fortnite,
think
something
it
that
gets
like
that big?
it's
It can.
well, it could be, or they're testing out to see. I mean, look at how it's selling on PlayStation, like pre-orders and stuff like that.
It's selling very well.
Were freaking wild. But
We'll see, right? Because even Hi-Fi had high pre-orders, but it turned out nobody bought it.
but because it's like newfound money, it's all good. Like coming in, however much that is.
I just don't know if it like. Let's say it doesn't sell. Let's say the pre-order number is like 70,000 pre-orders, which is great for pre-orders. But that's it. Let's say 100,000 people buy it. That is not going to be a lot. It's not. So what does that mean? Does that mean Sea of Thieves stops? Does that mean all games from now on have to have that scrutiny? Right. So these are the questions you have to now ask, right? Because up to now, it's Game Pass is profitable, which meant all of their studios are funded. They could fund any game. Bleeding Edge, they could fund it, no problem. They could fund a Pentiment, no problem. They could fund a Grounded, no problem, because Game Pass. But now they're saying no. So that's an interesting question to ask them.
So,
like, what does this mean?
So I think the bigger thing though is when you look at the difference between when Sea of Thieves, when Rare went to Xbox saying, hey, we're going to put this, you're putting this in Game Pass, right? Okay. It's not going to make money, right? Yes. Okay, cool. Xbox was not spending the money on Game Pass as they are now, right? Like we're getting back then, if you remember, it's almost hard to remember, but we only got like one day and date game that was decent size, which was Outriders. Right. And we were like, oh, when we're going to get these day and date big games or whatever. Now we have over 40 games that are going to come day and date, from Outrider size to, smaller, but you're going to have over 40 coming day and date. Their investment in Game Pass has gone up. So instead of that Sea of Thieves money just funding Rare, right? They're now taking that Sea of Thieves money and using it with every other dollar that they get from Game Pass, and they're trying to make money on everything else.
They spend $1 billion on external stuff, right? They were making enough to cover their entire staff, plus production costs with Game Pass, plus the $1 billion, plus profit.
Yep.
They had enough money coming in, plus they had all the microtransactions, all that stuff. That was gravy. They were making well more than enough with Game Pass. The question is what changed. My guess it's ABK. If they're going to give you these games that are pretty large, that generate a lot of revenue by sales, that they're trying to see how do they make that work. So ABK
Call of Duty is going to be a
little
huge loss.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Call of Duty is going to be a humongous loss for them.
Yo, in my opinion, I think look, this is what's going on with Xbox at the moment, right? They like CMoney and Doodle say, they want to make these studios to be, to be able to like sustain themselves. This is something that look, Xbox is also learning from PlayStation. And PlayStation is like they looking at the situation at Sony PlayStation while these studios close. Right. And these studios could have prevented that by maybe releasing a game somewhere, maybe on PC. And that could have saved that studio for about 1-2 more years, given enough time to develop something else and, breathe again. Right. And the whole point of this is to make money. Right. And they look at Sea of Thieves as a game that's big enough for it to become something even bigger. Because, you look at the number that I just told you, 15 million copies on Xbox One back then, that was insane. And it's probably even more now, who knows? But I'm just saying, they want these studios to make money, to continue to be, to keep the lights on and to also work on something else. Maybe make the team bigger, maybe add more seasons, add more content, keep those servers smooth and all of those things. You know what I'm saying? And also to invest more in the studios and into Game Pass.
They need to eliminate Game Pass. Unfortunately, that's the answer. Because if you're going to say you're going to put your games in day and date, you can't have both. You can't have both. If you want to say your games are going into Game Pass day and date, you're cannibalizing the sales. That's unfair to the studio. So then you have to say, no, we're not going to do that anymore, or Game Pass goes away, right? You have to pick one of those. If the track is we're doing day-to-day Game Pass,
saying. I understand what you're saying.
Does Netflix Studios, do they do that? Do they say Netflix Studio? No.
You Game Pass also generating profit. Game Pass is also generating profit that goes to the studios and Xbox as a whole. Like, you know,
the other thing is to keep in mind that like these games are old. You know what I'm saying? So this is not a rare came out with a game and 2 years later they're like, yo, this didn't hit, so we have a problem. It's been 6-7 years. Like the game is naturally, like games don't last that long. You know what I'm saying? Typically, right? Unless they're super microtransaction heavy where they're going to be sustainable. But like obviously CFDs has a ceiling, right? You have certain criteria for people who are going to want to play that game. You got to be into pirates. You got to be into sailing.
Okay,
microtransactions may be the better answer.
Can I break this down?
I mean, it has it.
Yeah, go down.
I'm missing the point.
Go ahead, sorry. Okay, we can't see you, so we don't see your emotion or your signaling. You know what I'm saying?
No. I was on mute because my sister is getting ready to head.
That's fine. That's fine. Go ahead.
I'm saying. I'll catch you later, sis. She said I can put the camera back on.
You're good.
All right. But no, check this out. People missing the point. Minecraft is one of the biggest played games on PlayStation, right?
Yep.
So if Sony goes under, there won't be no Minecraft on the PlayStation. They make money with Minecraft because people buy things on Minecraft. So to help Sony in this capacity for and another game that's kind of still in that genre, but has spent time on Xbox improving, and people on PlayStation heard about how much fun the Xbox players have with Minecraft. It was no, it was no loss of idea for them to put it over there. One, it helps them out, and it helps Sony out to sustain. Because Minecraft, Call of Duty, Overwatch, and the other game that just came out, that just came to Game Pass, that I'm going to give it a try. They make money on that. So if Sony goes under, that's a loss of money and a loss of revenue that they will collect from the PlayStation. So let's say we got these existing games. They've run their course. We got the amount of people playing it. And for one, this is one that I just thought of now. If you got people on PlayStation playing Sea of Thieves, you know more Xbox people are going to jump on there to try to destroy the Sony players on Xbox with the Xbox players. So that's going to be total destruction. And I can't wait to see the streams with the battle, But they need to keep PlayStation alive to keep making that money because they still play. They still play it on PlayStation 4. On PlayStation, the original PlayStation 4, Minecraft, and then they still play it on their new console, PlayStation 5. They'll still be playing it on PlayStation 5 Pro. So you need to keep them around to keep getting that steady income for Minecraft. And if Overwatch does that, if Sea of Thieves increases that and keeps them around longer until they can get themselves together, because nobody wants to see Sony go out of business. That'll be a loss for everybody. So, y'all know I'm an Xbox. I'm an Xbox guy, so y'all already know. Don't think I'm capping on the top. But they need to keep them sustainable so we keep that money flow going. You don't buy ABK for Sony to go under. You buy ABK so you can get more money.
Milk them. Like that, what's that? Like the Ninja Turtles. You guys see the new movie Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know they made it.
The newest one. No, the animated. No, I don't watch the animated. I watched the latest. Was a live action.
Okay, so the animated Ninja Turtles. If anybody in the chat happened to see it, they capture the Ninja Turtles to milk them. They put them in these machines and they just milk them.
Oh my god, I have to watch.
Oh god, really, dude?
That is what Xbox is doing with PlayStation. All right.
How come CMoney, you the only one that understands what I say when I say this? Like Toys for Bob, I was right about that too.
I'm just saying, fam. I get it, bro. I get it, man. I get what you're saying. Now, the homie Fillmore Pocket say, I doubt anything has changed. See if these made their money back almost a decade ago. Selling on PlayStation is icing on the cake. But again, like to be clear, like yes, that is 100% right. I think the part that we're like, no matter how much money they make, they never want to be losing money on anything, right?
Right.
There's a difference between taking a chance on a game and that game not selling as much versus knowingly seeing that you have a game that you're constantly every month paying for the developers, you're paying for the servers, and you're paying to keep this game running and add new content, all that stuff. And you, no matter what you're doing, you see that the amount of money coming in is gradually decreasing. And when you have Rare coming at you saying, hey, listen, this is our new update we want to do, right? This is our plan. This is the big update we want to do. And it's like, well, how much is that going to cost? And it's like, well, this is how much it's going to cost. And they're like, we're not making that anymore. Like, now the question comes in, well, do you say, Rare, I think we got to sunset this game? Or do you say, hey, listen, I think Sea of Thieves is a worthwhile IP. I think they nailed that IP. I think Sea of Thieves is as big of a brand, if everybody can see it, as anything else that's out there. Like Sea of Thieves has the ability to be that. We know Pirates of the Caribbean is one of the highest grossing movies ever made. Okay. There's people who like pirates out there. Okay. So Sea of Thieves has the perfect name, has the perfect aesthetic, and it has the perfect gameplay loop to make it something huge. So when I look at that, all I see is business. I see them looking at
people
saying,
bought that
Rare
DLC.
wants to make it.
Well, read that part about the money, what that we want each division to be profitable. What did they say exactly? What were the words?
I could tell you. He said that they wanted to stand on their own 2 feet.
It was a little bit more than that, right? So there was each division.
I'm gonna go to the exact thing. I got you, bro. I got you. I just gotta go there, gotta go there, and boom, voila. So he says, boom, 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 boom. Microsoft wants each division to stand on its own 2 feet. Every team needs to stand on their own 2 feet eventually. So
that's what I feel. They're not chopping off the legs. Like, okay, well, you're not cutting it.
I mean,
you're not cutting it. How?
Yeah, but
like,
you know what?
They're saying eventually we need to get everyone to kind of, it's like a tree. Let me get the fruits.
If I'm parsing those words, and those words weren't said out of off the top of his head, they were written down, reassessed over and over again to make sure that. So they're basically saying,
to be fair, this is Jez that said this during his live stream.
Yeah.
So he was streaming a game. So he was just talking. Idle Sloth went ahead and got this quote.
Okay, so this is not from Phil.
This is not from Phil. No. This is not an official verbiage. This is something he heard. Somebody he heard through about the all hands
fifth hand or something like that.
Yes. So this is not an official thing that came out.
I guess until I get something directly from Phil saying exactly that, because that is what I'm concerned about. Like if this is fifth hand, then it's probably garbled crap, right? Okay, fine.
Yep.
Fair enough. That's where I'm concerned though. If that came from Phil, I'm gonna read Game Pass is gone.
Nah, I don't look. I think. No, go ahead. No.
Go ahead,
okay. So here, like we focusing in the wrong thing, right? The whole thing that I get out of this is like the commitment of Xbox to keep on providing games, okay? Because hold up, before all of this, we never had Game Pass. Before Game Pass, we just wanted games. 2014, rewind. We wanted games.
So this is all Jezisms, right?
Okay, yeah, exactly. Yeah. We wanted games. Xbox is here to provide the games, right? And they have now Game Pass. They see something good in Game Pass. They're going to continue to support Game Pass because they're already seeing the success that the Game Pass is, the value that it brings to customers, bringing games everywhere. Look, remember, Microsoft wants to be a virus. Microsoft doesn't want to be exclusive. They want to be coronavirus. They want to be inside everybody. They want to be spread up like herpes, bro. This is
They're
my
not-
Oh,
Well, that's a
dude.
disgusting one to go. But if it really is just Jez coming up with some conjecture, then that's irrelevant, right? Because then
But
it's
I mean,
really
he's
just an
saying that he
actual
heard
task.
things, right?
Yeah.
So he's saying he heard these things,
Yeah.
but it's not something that he put on paper, right? So Jez, the one thing we know about Jez is that if Jez feels like something is 100% solid, he writes a report on it. Anything else, he just says
talks
it on a
about it,
podcast or whatever because he's just heard or the sources are
Okay,
not.
so this
100.
is not in any way confirmed as actual Phil speak. Okay,
No.
so then I'm
no.
not as concerned, but I would be concerned if those were Phil's words.
bro.
Hargy,
let me
I
tell
got
you,
a
man.
question for you on this subject. If Sony goes under, I'm being real. If they go
Yep.
under, how much money would Microsoft lose if Sony went under? As far as the games that they put on there now.
Well,
It's hard to tell because look, if there's a vacuum based on a player in an industry going away, that doesn't mean the industry goes away, right? So if Panasonic suddenly stops being around, does that mean everything Panasonic does goes away? No, somebody else will just be
When's the
available.
last time somebody mentioned Panasonic? Oh, I thought I was old.
Do you see what I mean? But I bring it up for that reason.
oh my god.
I bring it up for that. They're still around, by the way.
I
But
know.
I bring it
Yeah,
up for
they
that
are.
reason. You don't necessarily care because you can just find a substitute, right? So in the case of the games that you play on PlayStation, the issue you would run into is PlayStation's games themselves, right? Those studios, right? Which would most likely be sold off, right? Because there's value to those studios, they would be sold off. So you would expect
Xbox
that
would
their
buy them.
games would still continue somehow, right? So the real question is, what's your proxy? Where do you go to get those games? Would it be an Xbox, a PC, a Nintendo, mobile, whatever it is, right? So you find another avenue to play their games. So would it be the end of the world? Unlikely. It might be a little bit of a hit. Like if you were a PlayStation fan, like Tim Dog got very devastated by this whole thing, and is like, I don't even want to play with these. Okay, and if you decide to ostracize yourself from gaming for like 2 years, okay, that could be a hit, right? That could happen, right? But then eventually you'll be like, I want to play some games, so I'm gonna just go play some games, right? So it really just comes down to something like that. So could there be like 10-20% hit? Sure. I think most people just play games. So if you want to play
Minecraft
Call
is
of Duty,
their biggest game, no.
right? So, but Call of Duty, right? You want to play Call of
Call
Duty,
of
you're just
Duty.
going to find the place to play Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Whether that's an Xbox,
Yeah.
a PC, or whatever, you're going to find a place to go. Nintendo Switch is going to have it, right? Switch 2. You'll just find a place to play it. You don't care. You just want to play it, right? So if PlayStation went away, I think that the normal casual gamer who's playing Apex or Fortnite or something, they're just going to find another platform and go pick up the platform and play, right? So there will be a hit to the industry, though, because PlayStation also has these exclusivity arrangements with a lot of companies that were funding games. Those games will get hit. Deviation Games, for instance, just shut down because that game wasn't good enough for PlayStation.
Well, they got hit and the PlayStation's
Right.
still around.
Bro,
Right? Exactly,
if
right? But
PlayStation
it would just be
goes
worse to
away-
be more of them.
If PlayStation goes away, the most affected company, the most affected studio will be
I know.
Square Enix.
Oh,
Potentially. Actually, I think it would
Square
actually be
Enix
better for
will-
them because they would
Yeah, they
be
can get out.
taken out of all the grip that they
Yeah,
have
yeah.
from PlayStation, and suddenly their games can go everywhere.
Yeah, but no one
No,
else
No,
games
the most
anymore,
effect-
bro.
the most effective company would be
I thought he
Microsoft.
was gonna say
I
Pornhub.
don't know
If
why
they
this
did
stuff
not
is-
have
You're
the
right.
ABK, if
Pornhub
they
will
did
be
not
really
have
good.
the ABK,
That's
it
what I
wouldn't have
thought.
affected Microsoft.
Which
so
goes
hard.
hand in hand. I
Yeah.
feel like Square definitely signed a Diddy deal with Sony.
Oh my god, yeah, probably.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, that's the deal they signed. Get trapped, they can't get
Wow. I
out of
don't
it.
doubt
They
it.
hoping this motherfucker dies.
You
They
say
signed-
Oh my God,
he did
dude.
the Diddy, the R. Kelly, and
Diddy
all that.
thing.
That's what you're
Oh
trying
my
to say.
Oh, my
he
God.
threw in a little sprinkle of R. Kelly. Let's keep it. Let's
Don't
keep it
say
on the
sprinkle,
hush.
because I think about that sprinkle,
Oh,
sprinkle,
oh,
lady.
wow.
Don't
Keep it
say
on the
sprinkle.
hush. Don't mention those people
That's
out here,
hilarious.
bro. We're gonna get canceled.
Listen,
we go from
before
milking
we
to
keep this
sprinkles. I
conversation
don't know what's
going.
going on.
Hold on. Before we keep it going, let's shout out the homie Demo Flow.
What? Let's go. Yes.
Bro, I'm sorry. I was a member. I don't know what the hell happened. He didn't renew, so I renew now because
Oh,
you know. whatever.
thank
I
you
also
appreciate
so
it, man.
much.
I
Thank
got
you.
Thank you, brother. We
I'm here
appreciate
to
you.
That's
support the whole
awesome.
community.
Thank
Let's
you.
go.
Thank you, brother. Listen, y'all know what to do.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Put the motherfucker welcome to the family emoji in the chat.
Yes.
But I've
Welcome
been
back
here.
to the family.
I've been
You were here, but now you're back. Now you're back. Thank you, brother.
I got you, bro.
We appreciate you, man. We appreciate
Oh, yeah,
you.
man,
Thank
but
you
like-
so much.
Hargy, don't stress over this, bro. The whole thing is like, look, bro, the commitment to bring games and to continue to provide us with the fire content that we like. That's it. That's all we gotta take out of it. They spend the 70 billions. Isn't that like enough commitment? If somebody spent the $70 billion on you, like wouldn't you feel like appreciated some way? Damn, man.
Well, they're not
We're
spending
missing
on
the
me.
biggest
God
part
damn.
of what
Spending
Jez
on
said,
me.
everybody.
That
We're
make me,
missing
that
the
make me feel
biggest
good
part.
for sure.
We're missing
I mean,
the
I'm up
biggest
for
part
sell
of
like
what
that.
Jez
If you want to
said,
spend
bro.
70 billion, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Mike-
what?
Microsoft, Phil.
I'm getting offers already, baby.
Did y'all hear? Did y'all hear Phil
We-
said?
can
Jez
buy the
said
On Point
Phil
family
said the
for 70
console
bill.
is not
Oh
going
my
nowhere.
god.
Yeah,
Why
fire.
didn't you pay attention to that? Phil
Yes.
said, Jez said, Phil said the Xbox is not going anywhere.
Let's go. That's it. Take that.
That's the big noise
that.
No
news
Diddy.
right
Take
there.
that. No Diddy.
Take that.
I'll
take
be
that.
playing Xbox when I hit 90 in 30 years. I'm good.
That's right. I'm ready. We're gonna listen. I'll be playing till what? My goal. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be 135.
Oh my goodness.
I want all my kids. I want all my kids to be over 100 years old before I die. That's the goal. All right. So
Oh my god.
we're gonna do it.
All right.
We're gonna be. It's gonna happen. The homie rated play, man. Thank you, brother, for being here,
Thank you,
man.
love.
Appreciate you. Thank you for that $5 super chat. Says, what the hell is this doom and gloom Game Pass BS? Charge other platforms. It's nothing to do with Game Pass. Your quotes are wrong, Hargate, until Xbox makes a statement. Well, he did. He thought that was a statement. To be fair,
Right. I thought that was from Phil.
yeah. No, that's Jez doing Jez things, letting us know what he's heard in these streets. But listen, at the end of the day, there is no amounts of doom and gloom that can exist here for Xbox. I mean, listen, Xbox is, out of any form of gaming that's out there, they are the most solid. They're the ones who 100% have everything in place to go forward. You could even make an argument that Nintendo, as much as they have those IPs, the people who love those IPs more than anything are not small children. Okay, let's be clear. The small children who play Mario games today are being force-fed that shit from their older parents. Okay, and then once they get past that moment, we don't know which way they're gonna go. It's not like before
Well, we
where
do.
they're gonna be
PC.
ingrained. Well, exactly. Well, but that's what I'm saying. What I meant as like Nintendo, just because a kid today is playing Mario does not guarantee that kid is going to enjoy Mario later, right?
Most of them
It's
are
not
playing
like before, when
Minecraft
that
on
was
the
the only
Switch.
game we had. Well, for sure,
Yeah.
right? But that's what I'm saying. So Nintendo's not immune. That's why I think they know that, and I think that's why they're going to come with a big boy console this generation, because they know that they need to bring back more of the hardcore, group of players. Even though, again, they're all just being shared amongst everyone here. But yeah,
Are we going to
Xbox
go over
is-
that VG charts thing?
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah, I have it.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, where is it? Hold on.
Oh, we definitely need to go over that.
Yeah, I'll grab it right now.
Anybody got a
Yeah.
Tylenol? Please.
I don't know.
Oh, did I book it? Where is it?
The VG charts. I need a Tylenol.
Oh my
for
god,
that.
it's so bad.
Where the
We
hell
put it
is
in the
it?
private
Do you
chat.
have it?
We have it already. Yeah.
Hargeet, why don't you? I thought I bookmarked it, but apparently,
It's in the
Maybe
private
I
chat. You
didn't.
can
It's in here. Yes. Thank you, Hargeet.
yeah. So you can
There you go.
bring it up.
Oh yes, I remember that. Oh yes, I
Let me
definitely.
take
I don't
my
know how I
glasses-
didn't
the
bookmark it.
sunglasses off for this.
That's wild. All right, let
Oh,
me do this. Let me
shit.
share it
I
so we
know
could
what
all
it's talking about.
have a chuckle, because this was just asinine. Asinine indeed.
I
Here
love
we go.
that word.
Boom.
That word is funny. Asinine.
Asinine is a great word.
Yeah,
Great word. I learned it once, and it's like my go-to. It's like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I know things when I use that word. All right, so VGC has an opinion piece here. Phil Spencer, long cast as Xbox's savior, may be remembered as the man who killed it.
Okay, VG chart.
God
You
damn.
need to worry about your blue side and don't worry about what's happening on this green side.
I know, and I love the little caption there. Now that all his big bets have failed, Spencer is turning to corrective measures. Really? Which big bets have failed? Which big
Jeez.
bets have failed? PSVR 2? Was that Phil? No, that was Jim Ryan. Oh, I'm sorry. Pivot to gas games? Oh, was that Phil? Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was Jim Ryan. Oh, and that failed over there. I guess you meant PlayStation is failing.
They got it
And
confused,
Your
Argy.
people not buying your games that you
Ryan.
put out over there
No.
at the PlayStation dying. How come
Dude,
they're
he
not
said I
buying
take
your
one-
games?
He said, "I'm no
At the
longer
Fire
sure
Honey
Xbox
booth."
has much of a future to speak of."
Mm.
How can you be so
This is wild.
man? The word I want to say I can't even use. So how can you be
So ignorant.
Yes, ignorant is the
Yes.
word.
Oh my God.
To say something after Microsoft has done what they've done, how Phil has done what they've done.
So good.
Oh, Microsoft literally is the Windows company who now has Windows as like their fourth or third moneymaker. Azure and Xbox have both passed Windows, and Windows is in every PC ever created in the past or in the future, and Xbox beat it. How can you look at that and think to yourself that Microsoft and Phil and Xbox has a problem? I can't make it make sense to me, guys. Make it
Okay,
It doesn't
I'm
make
looking
going
sense,
first.
C-Money.
Go ahead.
They're
Go ahead.
afraid. They're afraid of the big giant. Actually, finally, Sony has some damn competition out here in the gaming world. And remember, people, it's not just the PlayStation that Sony has to deal with. They have to try. They're not making no money on their hardware outside of PlayStation. They're not making any money on their movies because they haven't really been that good. So PlayStation is all they have. You have to think of Sony like these people think of Xbox being tied to Microsoft. The same principles should still apply to the situation. Sony is in trouble, the corporation. So that means that the PlayStation is in trouble. If they don't have no money from the bigger part of the corporation to help them out, and they're giving money that PlayStation makes, that is a bad precedent for management of a company. For one thing, like the guy said, the rent is too high in New York. Your TVs are too damn high. So you can't make no money on that. So you're not bringing in any income from your other divisions except for your gaming division, and you're doing a poor job at that. That's the facts. Microsoft is making money from all their divisions. That's a fact. And Xbox is the surprise cake, piece of the pie that they were waiting for to finally get to that level where it was helping them to make money on top of Windows and Azure and every other thing that they have. That's the problem. Microsoft is making money, Sony is not, and Microsoft is one of the pretty much the second biggest company in the world. And they don't like it. They don't like. Oh, by the way, made in America. Thank you. I'm done.
You
Shut
made it
that
America.
mic.
That's true. That's true.
I'm done. Go for it.
All right, go ahead.
Done.
Demo.
All right, so okay, this is what's going on, bro. Like OG said over there, hey, they're not making any money. Movies are flopping. That was one of the biggest thing. I think we talked about it here once. That music was another thing that they used to like make a lot of money on.
Yes.
Everybody independent. Everybody independent. Nobody signing Sony Diddy deals, bro, anymore. And now they're dependent on gaming heavily, but they lost their touch. You know, games are not looking that pretty anymore. Or they're looking too pretty, but they don't give no good top. You know what I'm saying? So they pretty, but they don't work. You know, they're not fun. They don't keep you engaged for a long time. It is what it is, guys. And this is a reality. And the thing that Sony PlayStation fanboys and the media, they want to push this you know what I mean, this crazy narrative that Xbox, that Phil Spencer is sinking Xbox, when in reality we're talking here today about the retirement of all crying, flying, senile, out of a crazy whatever clinic, Jim Ryan.
Insane asylum.
Bro, and what are we talking about? What are we doing? In the middle of this, we got ponies talking about Game Pass is not spending as much money in games anymore, like investing as much in games anymore, while we're getting Diablo 4 on Game Pass. Bro, I feel like I'm in an alternative reality right now, bro. What the hell is going on? I feel like I must have ate the wrong shroom. Like,
You got punked.
bro,
This is
like somebody lays my
cookies
gonna
drink.
pop out.
Somebody lays my drink. I don't
Oh my
understand
God.
where all of this is coming from, bro. Honestly, like, bro, like you said, over Windows, which is in every computer, in the big, like, it's the second like biggest income that Microsoft have. You know what I'm saying? Xbox. So Microsoft already surpassed Apple as the, like my homeboy over here was saying, that second biggest company, bro. Let me correct you right here, right now. First, the most powerful company in the world right now.
Right.
Stocks are going crazy, bro. Look at the stock of Sony PlayStation, bro. Cause like when I open my Bing,
can't
cause
see
I use
them.
Bing,
They're too
it's
low.
$80, like $80, like you can get hookers cheaper than that, bro. Like,
Wow,
bro,
they're loyal. They're lower than the oil companies.
bro, let me tell you something right now, bro. Hey, Lululemon is worth more than Sony PlayStation right now. Lululemon, a
Wow.
company that produces leggings for women at the gym. So,
Oh,
bro,
God.
put that into perspective. They hungry. They got nothing to eat. All they got left is the corner out there on Miami Gardens, the gas station right here, right there at the U gas. You know what I'm saying? Bro, get out of here.
Bro.
Sony Pony's in pain. And we got these people like, okay, what was it? Like Crab Gamer. Oh my God. The other guy, Expo Gaming. Like, oh, Game Pass is dying. There's the interview that Phil Spencer said that they were not gonna like bring more games to Game Pass, no more day one. Look at all this narrative, all done one by one. The ones in pain are you Sony PlayStation fanboys are projecting. This is a good time right now for you to switch to Xbox. I'm gonna tell you this right now because 18 months with no games. Bro, I think you could go ahead and
facts.
trade in your PlayStation instead of having it sitting down in there collecting dust. You know what I'm saying? Like, get you an Xbox Series S, or maybe the new white boy that's coming, the Series X, that everybody was saying that it looked goofy, that it looked stupid. Bro, everybody criticizing the digital edition of the Series X when Sony PlayStation off the gate came with a digital edition for PS5, bro. You cannot make this up, bro. Like the media bias is insane. And look, Phil Spencer is literally what sank Sony PlayStation right now. And Duke,
Yes.
the new guy, Hiroki Totoki, is gonna follow into Phil Spencer, model, and that's what's gonna save Sony PlayStation. Is what another year of Jim salt collecting, Jim Ryan crying, flying, protesting Jim Ryan. Another week of that guy here, and they would have been done. Forget about him. One more week. That's it.
So what
That's
you're trying to say is Phil Spencer is slowly pouring the Drano, and then later on he gonna think about just putting the rotor-rooter through there and just clean out everything and say bye bye Sony.
Look,
Is that what you're trying to say?
Facts.
well, I'm trying to say that Xbox.
Don't think Phil will do that, but
You're
yeah,
gonna jump in right now.
You know what I mean? All right.
Let me just say this. What Xbox is making PlayStation do is play in their territory, in their turf. They bringing them over here. Like, what is it that you want to... You're good at boxing? I'm going to take you to the ground because I'm good at wrestling. And I'm good in the PC world. And in order for you to eat and put food in your plate, you have to come over here to PC. You know who's king on PC? You know he's the Larry Hoover in the PC? the king of the jungle?
Yeah,
Xbox. Xbox and
Facts.
Microsoft, they dominate PC, and you have to play now on my field. You gotta play in my house. You gotta go to the Yankee Stadium, dress
Let's
with
go.
a Met shirt at the Yankee
Oh,
Stadium. You're
snap.
not gonna
Oh,
have a
Lord.
good time, bro. You're not gonna have a good time.
No.
There
It's
you
much
go.
worse. It's a Sox.
Yo,
the
Demo
Red Sox,
Flow
the
making
cap,
these
and the
ponies
Yankees.
cry.
All right.
All right,
Damn.
wait.
The
Hold
fun we
on,
have.
before you go in,
Yep.
let me get
Yep.
G-Mania real quick. The homie G-Mania, thank you, my brother, for being here. Thank you so much for Fada Kalanian.
Thank you, baby.
Says the only good thing Sony put out was the yellow sports Walkman.
That
Damn,
thing
I
was
remember
nice.
that.
That thing was
Shout out
nice.
There's
to
a couple of
Canada.
things to
Thank
be
you,
fair to
love.
Sony. They make really good cameras that are actually used in the movies, right? And those then are translated into their motion processing that they do in their TVs. And they had awesome TVs for a while. Some of their TVs now are pretty good, but I mean, some of the TV manufacturers have kind of eclipsed them in some ways. But okay, whatever.
Other
That's a whole
brands
other
have gotten
'Cause of the
better.
TV
I think
budget.
Yeah, they
that's
have
the
gotten pretty
problem.
good.
Like they normally tend to come out and do it, and like they just don't know how to elevate themselves. It seems to be a pattern. But
Yeah,
I
they've
agree with
gotten
you. I just
behind.
think that other brands came out and untapped into other,
Yeah.
adjusted to the modern world, and Sony just can't seem to move forward.
in the right ways.
Easily.
And to that point, Doodle,
Yes.
PS5 comes out. PS5. Forget about the fact that Series X comes out. PS5 comes out, requires HDMI 2.1, and their own OLED TV in Sony does not support HDMI 2.1. I'm looking for TV, and I'm a loyal Sony TV guy. And I'm like, you're not giving me anything? Seriously, you have a PlayStation 5 coming out, your own company, and you're not coordinating that you need a TV that works with it. Really? This is you. So guess what I did? I went to LG. I have no reason to
I
go back.
love my LG. I love my
I have
LG.
no
LG's the
reason to
shit.
go back. It's good enough.
LG should make a console.
Sony screwed up.
And at 120 hertz too, my LG. I love it. No, it's actually
Exactly.
240. It's
So-
actually 240.
I mean, talk about fail, just massive fail. That you don't do that, right? If you know you're going to be releasing this thing and the whole point is to push people to buy a better TV, you'd better have a TV. They didn't.
Facts.
This is Sony. All right. Looking at all this, I think so. This guy, I think he's from UK. I think that's where this guy is. And in his
Pistol?
world, he
Nathan
sees.
Brown.
Yeah, I think that's where he is. Right.
That explains
In his world, he sees Xbox as a fail no matter what, right? Because in Europe, Xbox does horribly. In UK, it does slightly better. I think 360 hit like 30% market share versus 70% for PlayStation. And then the rest of it's been like 80-20, 85-15, right? Very bad for Xbox. So that's his world. He does not see Xbox as anything but fail. So he says all the big bets that Spencer has done have failed. His first big bet, remember what it was? It was buying Mojang. Buying
Mojang.
Minecraft. Was that a fail? Anybody want to say that was a fail? They
No.
took it from 100 million
No,
players
it
to
was not.
300 million players. That's a lot of money.
Yes.
Making money hand over fist. It's still as popular as when they bought it. It's ridiculous how big
Actually,
that
it's
game is.
even more popular.
It's
now?
gotten worse.
It probably is.
It's
It
gotten
probably
worse.
And so, okay, so that's the first thing he did. Okay, that big bet failed. Okay, apparently, according to him, it failed. Well, but according to me, it's doing pretty well. I see it as a massive,
Thanks.
massive win.
I
And
agree.
It starts a pattern. Okay, and then they went and bought things like he's saying he bought all these studios. They bought Obsidian. Is that a bad studio? How many games have they released since they bought them? Quite a few, haven't they?
Good amount.
And they still have more coming. There's another one coming this year, right? So I don't know where the fail is there. Is Ninja Theory a fail? Maybe. I don't know. It seems like a pretty good studio, right? Double Fine? Suddenly now it's a failure studio? Really? Psychonauts 2 was pretty good. It was pretty well received. It was nominated for Game of the Year in plenty of places.
Ooh.
I don't see that being a fail. I could go on and on and on. I don't know what they're talking about. You're telling me that Bethesda is a fail? Really? Bethesda's a fail. Okay. And then you have Activision Blizzard King. You're telling me that's a fail? Okay, sure. Right? And you're expecting ABK's bought in October, and by February, March, they've already done stuff with it. Do you understand? It's 15,000 employees. They're not going to have anything until like a year or two at least. They're just on kind of do what they do already were doing. They're not going to be changing much. That's not very easy to do. But that's what they're expecting. I'm like, are you out of your mind? Let me contrast that with another $3.6 billion acquisition that happened on the other side. What did they do with Bungie when they bought it? Well, gee, ever since PlayStation bought Bungie, Bungie's been tanking. Their content has been highly criticized by the players.
Yep.
The next DLC, which is supposed to bring it back, people aren't pre-ordering.
Yep.
People aren't interested. They play tested their next game marathon, and people didn't care about it. I hope it actually does well. I hope it actually comes back.
course.
But that's where they are. Don't like my words on it? Listen to Hiroki Totoki, who said the same bloody thing. That was a waste of money. That's his words. He doesn't like the fact that they wasted money on that. Not my problem. Wait, so who's the one that's having problems? Jim Ryan goes and says, hey, all my nice studios making all these single-player games, I want you all to pivot to make gas games. Okay, how'd that work out? Not so good.
Not well.
They're all being canceled. All of them. So tell me where the fail is. Is that a big bet? That's a fail. Okay, so on the Phil Spencer side, the next big bet. I'm going to change over, make the Xbox One S. Was that a fail? Not really. It's a much better looking device. Sold the most for that generation.
Especially that
and he said, hey, I'm going to make the One X.
That black
right? Then he's going to make the One X. Was that a bad device? No.
Nope.
It showed us 4K gaming. It was pretty good.
It's quiet, Hargy. It's quiet.
No. Say it like it was, like the truth it was. It was better than the PlayStation 4 Pro.
It
100%.
PlayStation 4 Pro, right?
Better.
So was that a bad bet? I think that was a good bet, right? Now you could say, okay, maybe the Series X and Series S, it's a bad bet to make a Series S. I think it's a great bet, especially if the Series S becomes their next portable. Wow, is that a great bet?
Facts.
Right? So, but either way, put that aside. All right, fine. The next bet was to go buy a bunch of studios. The next bet was to do Game Pass. Did that create a lot of enthusiasm for the brand? I think it did.
It did.
Gee, it even forced a certain other company to do the same bloody thing. What was that company? Oh, yeah, PlayStation. They followed suit.
And even Nintendo had to do it too.
Failed. They did it.
One way or another.
Facts.
Like, okay, so explain to me how PlayStation copies everything Xbox does, but Xbox's big bets, Phil's big bets are a fail. The other thing he's looking at is how do I get to mobile? He buys King. Was that a bad bet? Gee, I don't know. The biggest game publisher in mobile? Really? You think that's a bad bet? Okay, sure. How'd that go with Sony? Well, they bought a little studio that has like 3 people that never released a game. That must be going great for them. I'm sure they made a lot of money. I'm sure they haven't closed it yet. Probably will in 2 seconds. But whatever. That is where PlayStation is. Tell me how this article is written. I don't even understand. Every big bet that that Phil's made has generally been working out. They might take time, but they are working. A lot of what he does is changing the industry, is leading the industry. What does PlayStation do? The other thing he did, by the way, was cloud gaming. He tried to make that more mainstream. And whether even xCloud works out or not, other people came in,
I love
like
xCloud.
GeForce, and said, hey, we can make this better. And they did. And Google said, hey, we can do this too. And brought in Stadia. They're stupid because they're Google. And so they, of course, canned it. Everybody knew they were going to. Amazon said, hey, we can do this too. And created Luna. That's still in its infancy. And it's still out there. A couple of others have sprinkled out around the world. They're all coming up. What was that? A bad bet? I don't know. Maybe it is, but it's kind of just in the infancy stages. So let's see, right? Where are these big bets that failed? I don't understand where he's getting this idea that it failed. The other thing he's doing, which is perfectly correct, which is saying, in 10, 20 years, when we don't buy consoles, because we're the ones buying them, our generations, what's happening next? Well, it's PC. It's mobile. And he's paying attention and saying 10 to 15 years from now, I better be there. Otherwise, I don't have I don't have no customers. I need customers. So what am I going to do? So unlike Nintendo, like saying, no, we're going to do console. Unlike PlayStation, said, no, we're doing console. Microsoft said, I don't care. I want to be wherever the player is, because guess what Microsoft does? They make software and they put it wherever people are that use software. They don't care. They just want your money. And so Phil knows this and says, fine, I'll have a platform. I'll give you hardware if you want it. That's fine. I'm also going to put my games wherever the players are. If that's on a phone, I'm giving it to you on a phone. If that's on your TV, I'll put it on your TV. Right? I don't care. If it's on your PC, I'll put it on your PC. I don't care. I want to get the customer. I need the customer. Right? So he's thinking long-term, 15, 20, is you just get from the hints from Jez's, whatever he was saying, the rumors, right? That it's, hey, I'm thinking long term, right? I'm not thinking, next year, next 2 years, next 3 years. I'm thinking 10 years, 15, 20 years.
Bigger picture.
What's going to
Yes.
happen, right?
And that's the Microsoft way, Hargeet. It has always been that way.
Long range,
Always.
right?
They
King
are a
Thrash was
methodical
talking about
company.
this, right? King Thrash was talking about this on Go Live, calling it something totally different. He thought it was like these are the things that are going to happen and they're going to get taken away from you. It's like, no. He just thinks there's like the coming up year and a half, 2 years. Then there's the next horizon, and then there's the longer horizon.
Oh,
right?
the three horizons. Oh my God.
Right. And that's just normal for any company that's like that does a good job road mapping. They look at what's going to happen to the industry that they're in 5 years out, 10 years out, 20 years out. What do they need to do to be relevant, right? And that's a good thing to do, right? How do they shape it? And then how do they get shaped? And what do they need to do to prepare, right? And so he's just doing all that, right? Which is great. So I'm looking at this article and saying, what big bet? Show me the big bet that's failed. The only thing that I can say that's a pain is the games, right? When they released the games, when they bought these studios, they were under contract. So heck, they released Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo, but they were PlayStation exclusives. So is that their fault? Well, they honored the agreement that was in place. It sucks, but it is what it is. When they went and did what Sony does and go get big AAA games and lock them down, they get lambasted, a la Tomb Raider, right? I'll go get a big game. Sure. I'll get it from Square Enix. Sure. Then they get this big blast from not the Pony side, from the Xbox side. It's like, gee. So if you're going to have that from the Xbox side, I guess he'll just walk that back and say, I won't do that. Well, what do you want him to do? Right? So then the other alternative is buy studios, but then you have to take the hit that those studios will have games in play that they will have to get done, and then they can make the games that are specific to your platform, which is what's happening. Now we're going to get those games, which is awesome. But I don't see the negative here, right? I think what he's seeing is console sales, and the console sales aren't bigger than PlayStation or Nintendo. Who cares? Profit is, revenue is going to be. That's what matters to Microsoft. That's what matters to shareholders. And ultimately, gamers just play games. And Microsoft is going to make a lot of games. And people will just want to play them. That's all that really ultimately matters. They're still going to buy more publishers. They're going to buy more studios. They're going to have even more games. And even if they put them everywhere, they will have all the marketing for all their games, and people will associate them with Microsoft. The next fun thing is the next gen is going to merge, as I've been saying, it's going to merge Windows with Xbox. You're going to see your Steam games, your Epic games. They're just going to be on your Xbox.
That's the future we need, baby.
Microsoft games
in the world.
Microsoft
all those
games.
PlayStation exclusives,
Okay.
they're going to be on the Xbox. You're going to play those games on an Xbox. Every single laptop, every single desktop is going to be an Xbox. Take it. It's 1 billion players versus your little dinky 50, 60 million.
Take it.
Maybe you get to 100.
That was amazing.
Have fun with that. We'll have 10 times as many players on Xbox.
For sure.
You enjoy your little dinky, 100. As long as
Yo, I love it. It's true. It's just a little way of freaking
Right.
trying to figure out how to control the narrative and everything that's going on out there. But you come on, Hargi. Toss that mic down, bro. He read them like yes. That was wild. It's true. It's wild because they want to go ahead with everything that's taking place. You broke it down, right?
Yep.
And how in life are we still focusing about Phil and freaking Xbox and anything that can possibly be damaging to gaming or Xbox failing? It just blows my mind. It's almost like a lack of common sense. But as we know, it's just the narrative that they want to keep pushing out there because they don't want to face the fact that PlayStation is dead. And it's hanging on because Phil wants it to hang on for now.
Facts.
The moment
There is
he's
that.
done,
I mean, they're way too
they're
nice.
done.
If they could really take the gloves off, they can't because they're Microsoft, and every regulator would come after them, right? If they could take the gloves off, they'd be done within a month. They could totally destroy PlayStation.
Bro,
It would be wild.
I'll point out one last thing of just to make it very funny. In the time that Phil has been failing Xbox, PlayStation's had 3 heads of their freaking company That would be Sean, who's gone, who was fired. Jim, who I think was fired, and now it's
He
Hiroki,
was.
and he's gonna be gone, and then somebody else will come in, and Phil will still be running Xbox. So you can tell
Damn.
me who's failing and who's not failing. You
Exactly.
have fun while they
Every
count their
time the next
billions
one
and
comes,
put it in the bank.
they change all the games that are being made. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, Jim
That's
comes
true.
like
But
make
let's not
everything games for service.
let's not forget they're taking a break. See, they're not even making games right now.
Bro,
They're gonna take
18
a
months.
break, a year break.
Bro, if
This
there's
is
any
why.
ponies, if there's any ponies left after what Hagi just said, like, bro, you are just you are into 50 Shades of Grey, bro.
All right.
Bro,
I,
any of you
I,
ponies left, all I got, you like being tied up upside
Oh
down,
my
bro.
God.
Like,
I have to tell you, I have to tell you, my documentary coming out in a couple of years after Sony falls from grace. Okay, this is my documentary. How the extreme PlayStation players, I'm trying to keep it in book form, the extreme PlayStation players destroyed Sony with the help of Jim Ryan rhetoric. Explained in a 200 page, a 2,000 page book.
bro,
2000.
fire.
Damn.
Damn. Bro,
I
that's
love
true.
You said 200. I was like, damn.
So that's why I was like, okay, I had to upgrade that because there's gonna be a big book. You got to get all the ponies on Twitter's in there too. Things that they said that
Yes.
corrupted it. You got to
He
get
got
it
all
in
the
there.
receipts. He wants all the
Get out,
receipts in
dude.
there.
All these ponies, Japan hates Xbox Team, dog, bro.
And it's
Like,
only the extreme PlayStation ponies. It's
Oh
only the
my God,
extreme.
yeah.
Like I said, the casuals, they don't care. They just want to play. That's why
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves is up there because the casuals want it. It ain't the ponies.
Yeah. Not every PlayStation player is like that, man. You know, and Twitter is not the
No.
real world. But like, you know, we seen them all the time, like Sony ponies being like actually detrimental to the gaming industry and to our hobby by just like, you know, speaking down on other people because they play on different devices. And this is the part that I love the most. It's just like the instant karma that
It's
they
like
gonna
when you
get.
go to an event, right? You don't see any console war there when you go when y'all went to
course
PAX,
not.
when you went to E3. You didn't see any of that there. You know,
No.
most of these extreme guys really don't even go to those events.
Yeah.
Real players go to the events. The
Exactly.
casuals, the people that some of them just have PlayStation, some of them just have Xbox, but they all just talk about gaming. I've been to events like that back then, and we all just talk about gaming. Back then, when it was Sega versus Nintendo, we was just all just talking events. You know, talking about
games,
what
yeah.
game. Ooh, that looks cool. That looks cool.
You know
that
what's funny
looks
to take
on
it even a
PC.
step further, like the developers could give two shits. You know what
Nope.
I'm saying? Like they just
Whoa.
want to have their games played by as many people as humanly possible. And it's just the financials that stop them. That's
Yep.
why Phil
Bro.
is killing them in these streets with this 4D chess that he's been playing, talking about turning their Xbox into a PC because they literally are giving the little guy, the guys that we spoke to, the guys and gals who are putting their everything into these games, and he's letting them make one version of that game that is going to not only be on PC, but it's going to put them into the console space immediately.
Bro. That's
Fire.
amazing.
Come on, man.
That's amazing.
Phil
Fire.
Spencer
Saving
created
money, saving the
5D
industry.
chess.
Come on. Come on.
Chris, hold on. Phil Spencer created 5D chess, and Sony don't know how to handle it.
It's wild, and it's true. But this is what happens, and you know we've said it before, and I've saw it a lot on during the chat today. Like Xbox has always been ahead of the game. They keep getting knocked. They keep getting dragged down. You know, by their own community at times. And it seems to be the freaking narrative. I love the Phil has changed everything. He said, this is what we're doing. He's not being apologetic about it. He's not taking steps back. Take it or leave it.
You know what's sad, Doodle? I'm the oldest person in that we know that podcast in this community, right? And it's sad that I can understand the innovations and stuff games go on because games have been innovating since 77. Every 10 years, there's a change in the gaming industry. Every 10 years. I did my math and check it. So I can accept the change, but the younger people can't accept the change because they haven't been there in these generations where innovation comes, technology improves. So you go with the times. And Microsoft is going with the times in the future that they see. But these younger people don't understand, or these people that are locked in this mindset of staying in one place. Either it's that old saying, either either advance or get out of the way.
Yeah.
And
Facts.
that's what's happening right now. And Microsoft is going to a slow crawl to not really conquer every console and destroy every console, that's out there, but they're doing a slow crawl to have the dominance in the future. And these people are afraid of it because they've never been through innovation before.
The
And
problem is
that's the
that
problem.
it's like the young people, they can give three shits about any of this.
I know.
They don't care. They don't go to Apple or Android or any of these things that they do worrying about, oh, I'm going to this place because they have this one thing. No, they don't give a shit. It's like, oh, if it's not here, they'll find something else to take that spot. This is a new world that Phil, unfortunately, is hurting all these old dudes that are butthurt with the idea that they're
I'm
not
not
the most important
butthurt.
people anymore.
I'm not
you.
butthurt.
Listen, if it don't apply,
Yes.
if it don't apply, let it fly. I'm talking to the people who hear that and they get emotional, right? So it's these dudes who are sitting there and they so pissed that they're not being catered to anymore. They're being forgotten.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, listen, you had your time to shine, right? Gaming was hardcore for a long time, right? There was only a small set of people who gamed, and
Yeah, it
slowly it grew and grew and grew until where we are now, where it's kind of like at this precipice where there's a ton of people who play. The problem is the vast majority of people who play do not consider themselves a gamer. They don't care. They just play. They don't label themselves. That doesn't matter to them. They're doing whatever they're doing, and that's it. Like we met last night. Wasn't it Fortune,
Yes.
right? The stand-up comedian,
Yes.
right? So we talked to her for a little bit. We asked her, is she a gamer? She's like, nah, she's not a gamer. Like, all right.
Does she play a game on her phone? Does she play anything on her phone?
I could almost guarantee you that she plays something on her phone.
Yep.
Or
Yes.
somewhere she plays something. She just doesn't see it that way because it doesn't matter to her that way. And unfortunately, Phil needs to walk a line, right? He has to make sure that he's catering to the hardcore or to the people who do identify themselves as gamers and they love this stuff like we do, right? And they're in it and their lives revolve around it. And then he also has to figure out how to get the next generation of people who can give three shits about where they play a game, right? So for him, this whole move going to bring PC into the console space and making console a PC and bringing it to the PC space and combining it. I mean, honestly, outside of him turning, the Xbox into a mobile phone, right? Like outside of doing that, this is the smartest plan this man can have because he's literally taking all the people who are making their next move from playing on their phones to saying, all right, let me go play on the PC to now it's like, oh, the Xbox is a PC. Oh, wow. All those games that I can buy on sale when they see that big, Steam sale coming up, all of a sudden it's not like, oh man, I can't take part of that. It's
it's Steam week. I gotta go see what Steam got.
Exactly.
Dude, it's
Right
gonna
on
be a
Xbox, dude.
seamless situation. You understand that? Like that's gonna be wild. Come on, we talk all the time. See, like when we're the Rogue Ally or like anything like you kind of want, yes, if you play the games, but you want that feeling of like, I'm playing my Xbox. That's like connected. I don't know. I feel like the moves that he's making are just right. And you're correct about the fact that a lot of people don't like to label themselves, but there are different types of gamers, right? It's no longer this little box that you have to be in front of a television to be considered a freaking gamer. You can play games on your iPad, your laptop, your freaking phone, like anywhere. You can go ahead and include yourself in that bubble. And you're right. A lot of people who are playing on their phone may not feel like they belong in that section, right? I'm not a gamer. Especially like newer generation, they may not want to label themselves, right? A
I
lot of
think the
people
next
don't like
generation,
that.
hopefully that goes away, right? That like everybody's
Hey,
a gamer.
Doodle,
What the heck is the point of not being a
Yes.
gamer, right?
Doodle, I got a question for you. How many
Yes.
women that you know that you be around that be playing a Jewel or something like that on their phone? They're a gamer. And that's what Phil said.
Exactly.
Phil said that right when he pretty much started Xbox. I want to get to 1 billion gamers. You can't get to 1 billion gamers with just a console.
Yeah.
You have to get people from everywhere. So if Microsoft has a logo on a Bejeweled or whatever game that they're putting on PC, people are like, ooh, maybe I can play this on my phone.
They own Candy Crush.
Yeah, they own that's the game, Candy Crush. How many women you see playing Candy Crush, Doodle? How many?
I mean, I didn't even know it was just women. I think there's a bunch of
A lot of dudes.
I will never
God,
play.
people
I'm
play
too much
Candy
of a
Crush.
man to play Candy Crush. It's
First
not
of all,
happening.
listen,
for me.
It's still fun, but
As
it's still
part
fun.
of-
It has that little
as
game
part
loop. It's
of-
fun.
As part of your rewards, Sir X-Men, if you're up on the reward game, okay,
I
you
play
gotta
Jewel.
play
I play
the
Jewel.
It's the same shit.
I play
Yeah.
Jewel.
Same game.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but I started on Bejeweled and
bro,
all
that's
them
all the
other
same
games.
thing.
You know, the
Bro,
Mario
let me
Pill
tell you this
game
much.
and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me
Makes
tell you
money,
this
man.
much. What Phil just did, obviously this was already in the work before Phil, but Phil now is the owner, so we're going to give him credit for whatever he does out of any of the shit that they own. And Activision just released Warzone on mobile. Call of Duty
Oh
Warzone
yeah,
on
50
mobile. Let me
million
tell you
people
something.
waiting.
Let me tell you
Fire.
something. If you're a person who only owns a phone or an iPad, I can tell you right now, I had a slight bathroom break, some would say. I brought my iPad
Did
with
you
me.
take the Portal in there with you? The PlayStation
no,
Portal?
goddamn Portal. That don't live in this house. That don't live in this house. But I did bring my iPad. Got myself the iPad Pro. Been having it for years. It's a beautiful device. I got a nice Apple stand with it, so it just folds up beautifully. I put it down. I grabbed one of the controllers. We have them in our living room up on the wall because we game everywhere.
I got a Razer
Yeah, it's
KC for my Xbox X Cloud.
Dude, I grabbed the
Yes, we have those.
we have them too, but I got a full size controller in my hand. I
Nice.
set the laptop on the counter in
Nice.
the bathroom counter, whatever the hell is it called, the sink,
Uh-huh.
right? Put it on the counter, right there, turned on my controller, logged into Warzone, and that shit felt like I was playing on a regular console, playing the game with the controller in hand. My iPad was doing 60 FPS, beautiful graphics on that screen. It was wonderful. I was smoking dudes. I was like, yo, this is what it feels like when you're really good at Call of Duty on console. Like I was just lighting people up because a bunch of random people playing on the iPad. That's where I need to live. You know what I'm saying? I'll be murdering everybody. It's beautiful.
Yeah, because most of those people be using the touchpad instead.
But,
so
exactly. But
not using the controller.
don't mess with these kids on the touchpad. They nice.
No. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
So that's the
Dude,
thing.
do you see them in
It's
Call
like
of Duty,
gamers on
the regular
keyboard
Call of
and
Duty
mouse.
on mobile, dude? They will wipe you apart.
Yes.
Bro, let me say
CMoney,
this.
you highlighted a comment and someone said I bought my kid the Switch and
Yes, and he plays on
they
the
want to play
tablet.
the tablet. Yo, that swiping game
the
is
world they're in.
wild. They love
Yeah,
it.
the world
It's just
they're
that
in.
new generation. They don't
know it,
care. They love the phones. They love the tablets, the iPads. It's just that's where it's at for them.
Bro. If
So
one
they
thing-
say, he number one in the world on tablet.
bro, let me just say this.
You can't fuck with me on the tablet, son.
Bro, if you wanna
Come at me,
know,
son.
if you guys wanna know
Sorry.
where gaming is heading, where Xbox is heading,
I
pay
got my
attention.
tablet right here.
Yo, y'all gotta pay attention to the way that Phil Spencer move. Like follow him and see what games he playing and where he's playing. And then think about like, bro, this dude is a real gamer. So he's looking at every little device,
Yes.
every little thing that they do. And this is like, I like this. It's like when you like creating your team in NBA. You know what I mean? And you say, "Oh, I want Pippen. Oh, I want Jordan.
Yes.
Oh, I want this, bro." This is like Phil Spencer right now.
Chi-town, baby. Chi-town, baby.
Yeah,
Speech that
yeah.
truth, baby. Don't
Yeah,
tell me
yeah.
we both in Chicago, dude. That would freak me out.
No, I'm from Chicago. Bro, almost. Boy, hold up, bro. Crazy shit. That's what he's doing. He's like picking the best of each device. And that's the new Xbox. That's what it's gonna be. Like, trust me on this. Watch Phil Spencer. Like, everybody was freaking out about the 4 games that were coming to Sony. What was Phil Spencer doing? He was playing Diablo.
Playing Diablo, baby.
Diablo. And what do we
He
got? What do
always
we
play
got?
Diablo.
After all this shit, after all these people talk this shit, what do we got on Game Pass?
Diablo.
Diablo 4,
Watch
baby.
the dude, bro. Like, every time some super new goes out, like, watching too. Like, what he doing now? He been playing a lot of Fallout. Like, why he playing a lot of Fallout? What do I sell? Oh, Bethesda's cooking something, bro. Bethesda's
Follow that
cooking
trail.
something.
Well, there's a TV show coming out, right?
Coming
Yes,
out.
that's right.
So,
Yeah.
bro, watch him. This dude move. This dude doesn't move just like I do. I move like this. This dude move like, join by join. He know what he's doing. Like, very well coordinated, bro.
Yes.
Trust me, Bethesda's cooking something now. I promise you. Fallout, the TV show is coming. What does that tell you, bro? They're gonna push a game. Like, the new
Yep.
Fallout had to come. Either that or new expansion. Something is going on with
It's supposed
Fallout
to be the
76.
expansion. I don't know if they're going to get it in time, though.
They're always cooking. Look, I was playing Fallout earlier today because I downloaded Fallout 4 yesterday, and I was like, nah, I kind of want to play like Fallout 76 because it's like more updated. I already like almost beat Fallout a long time ago. But I was like, no, I don't want to start a new game. I'm gonna play 76. I was playing 76, bro. That shit is so good. It's so freaking immersive. I don't want to get off. Like, bro, straight up. 76 is so good right now. It's so smooth. It has so much content. I was there for like an hour playing, and I had like 20 events popping. Like, public event, boom. Public event, boom. Public event. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, I haven't logged in a while, like in about a year. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? What is all this? So kill the wolf, kill this, kill that. And then like get this weapon, get the other one. I'm like, bro, I need to get I need to get on the show. I need to get off these things. But this is like what we're seeing right now. Phil Spencer moving in a way and playing and gaming while Sony PlayStation doesn't have any gamers, bro. Leading the company. There's nobody out there who's gaming as much as Phil Spencer that know what we want as gamers. So he's like, bro, I play games off of Steam, being the Xbox leader. So that show you something to you fanboys that, you have to be open-minded. Phil Spencer is being open-minded. He's playing, on the MSI Claw that's coming out in the Lenovo new device. He's playing on the Steam Deck a lot. He play a lot on the ROG Ally. He's been playing on the other. I think you have one, CMoney, the cloud. The cloud one.
The Logitech G Cloud.
The Logitech. He's been playing on PlayStation, bro. He's been playing via cloud on GeForce. Watch his tweets, bro. He's been playing everything. He knows what's up. He knows, like, bro, I like this from Steam. I like this from Epic. I like this from PlayStation. I like this from this other. And I like this from Nintendo. He plays a lot on Nintendo. He's a huge Nintendo fan. Don't sleep on that shit. He knows what we like, bro. So he's going to, like I said, he's going to create the superstars team, the dream team, and he's going to put everything together in the pot.
That's the name of the game.
Whip it. And then when that thing is
real good.
Phil Spencer.
That's gonna be gas when he releases that shit. Trust me.
Can I get a
but
quickie
you're
in
right,
here?
and I love what you said because what we got to see. Go ahead, see. You were gonna.
No, I was gonna
No,
start
that was
explaining.
me. I just want to say something. Phil Spencer is going to do something that all these portables and handhelds have not done. That's going to make people buy this console, this handheld. What he's going to do? When I said all these consoles are missing one thing. Having the ability to put a SIM card in there and use mobile data so you can play anywhere that doesn't have Wi-Fi and not have your stuff invaded. I've got a mobile one in my tablet. I can take it anywhere in the United States. So I love using that, and it's always working. The person that does that will own this market because there's no excuse why a portable console should not be able to have a phone data, a SIM card in it to use phone data. Phone data SIM cards are so cheap on a monthly bill that anybody can have one now.
Would you pay extra for that? Not
Yeah,
extra for the phone company. I mean, would you pay extra for the device? Because there is an
Yes, I
actual
would.
piece
Yes,
of
I
hardware
would.
needed to do that, right? Yeah.
Yes, I would.
Okay.
I got a SIM card in my tablet. I love it, dude. I love it. The reason why I have
So
that
what I was
because
gonna
I
say,
do not try. I'm sorry. Go ahead, dude.
no, what I was gonna say though with demo flow, what you were saying before, he is like, I love that you brought that up because you got to kind of watch how he's watching everything else. When he came out here and he was saying how we don't have any plans when they asked him about the handheld, he doesn't have any plans. We're not looking into that right now. And then now he's talking about a handheld, right? And the way he brought it up, it's just as you explained, right? He's saying, I've been playing on handhelds. I'm trying to see what's missing. What's the feel I want to get from a handheld to feel like I'm playing, like it's original, like it's an Xbox, like it's authentic. And so I love the way as a gamer that he studies everything and then he applies, because I think that's where it's so brilliant, everything that's happening and what's coming from Xbox, because it is directly from a gamer's perspective. And it's kind of like his wish list. He's in a position with all this money coming in and all this backing from Satya that he can imagine what he would want and make it happen. I love that.
Fire.
100%. That was beautiful. I will say, when I think about Phil and what he has going on, as far as what his plans are and his roadmap is, I just think that as Xbox gamers and just in gamers in general, in general, that's the way words work. Don't worry about it.
Oh my God. Yeah, like mustard, right?
Yeah. So just as gamers in general, I mean, he is putting in a future that we always wanted, right? We always wanted to be able to play whenever and wherever we could. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many times when you were younger or whatever, you were sitting somewhere wishing that you could be playing a game, but you can't because you're supposed to just sit there and wait, right?
Yep.
Or as a grown person, how many times are you somewhere where you have an appointment or you got some crap going on and you got to wait 10 minutes or 15 minutes or they're late or delayed and you just got to sit there like an ass, right? Like Phil is going to make it where whenever you want to play, you're going to be able to play, right? And we already have a softer version of that right now, but I think his end game, when you think about putting all of these games in the cloud, you're talking about putting PC into your Xbox. He's really just kind of bringing everything together, and what his plans are with the handheld, not just his own handheld that we're making on Xbox, but also the handhelds that are already out there, where he's going to literally be putting that OS, the Xbox OS, just like it was an Xbox, on these other handhelds as well. I mean, come on, man. He's not to be fucked with, man. He's the GOAT. He'll always be known as the GOAT.
World domination.
Gonna be a different world.
World domination.
It really is. Look at Abdel. He says Phil inherited an Xbox division on a deathbed and turned it into a division of Microsoft, taking in more money than Windows. Hate the guy all you like for console war BS, but the guy has done the work. I mean, those are just.
But has he really created console war BS? Has he really done anything like that? I don't know where he would be.
I mean, he hasn't.
He hasn't created that. I feel like he brings a lot of hate, like the people, and I mean, because he is so amazing in doing what he's doing, and everybody wants to knock him. Everybody wants to hate on it. It's wild the way that people are out there.
Yeah, they want them to fire Phil and bring back the old guy. I actually
Yeah,
heard about that shit the other day. I'm like, really?
Of course,
guy are
police
they
want
talking
that.
about?
Of course. The same way we want Jimbo to stay over here, they want
Yeah,
Don
exactly, right?
Matrick to come back. We don't want you back. We don't want Don Matrick. We don't want Team Dog. We don't want none of you back, bro. Stay over there. That's it.
100%.
Yeah.
And it's wild because it's crazy the way that we've been phrasing everything. We've kind of been seeing everything that's been going on with PlayStation, and we've been calling it out, right? Call it out, make it a thing so that maybe the change will come. And it's really upsetting the situation that they're in right now. And as Demo Flow was saying, like, we want Totoki to come and fix things, to go ahead and make those changes that, Jim Ryan couldn't make. And so this is a gamer's perspective, right? You're sitting there saying, okay, can you deliver for PlayStation? Can you go ahead and do what's right for PlayStation to continue to give us some type of version, or hopefully get back to what it used to be? It's a different perspective where the ponies are out there just hoping Xbox doesn't exist in any freaking way. And that's not a gamer, right? That's not, they're not people who want to go ahead and be able to play and get the best games possible for the industry so that we can benefit.
And remember, this is not just the guy. This guy was in charge of a lot of things that all Sony handled. But they had to bring this guy in here to straighten out PlayStation because of the road they were on. That's why Jim is gone, because they needed better leadership to get Sony back on the right track. So you're going to suffer for a while, just like we suffered with Don Matrick and all his shenanigans. So you never know. It could be Sony's Phil Spencer. But just like it took time for Phil to right the ship, I'm not going to say his name, Hirogi Tatugi or whatever. It might be his time to rewrite the ship.
No, he's not going to. He's the COO of Sony, right? He's just coming in to take. He was his boss. He was Jim's boss, and so he's just coming down to one level to say, okay, I'm going to do this for a little bit until I find somebody else. And which is why I think he was fired, because usually what would happen is Jim would go find somebody, right? That's what usually happens, right? You say, I'm going to go hire the person, or I'm going to take one of my exec team people and I'm going to groom them to the point where they know what to do, and then I'll leave, right? But that isn't what happened.
So he came down to right the ship. He came down
to say, what are you doing, right? And so he's going to be there for a year, find whoever he thinks is the right person, because he's not going to want to do this and be the second in command.
So Hargeet, you're saying that he wasn't really paying attention to what was going on until he started seeing the financials.
You don't, right? You don't do that, right? Normally you say, like, I am overseeing all of, a given corporation that has many major divisions, PlayStation being one of them, TVs, movies, music, all that stuff, right? So he's ahead of all that, right? And then so he's like saying, okay, well, this division is bringing in this profit. This is all cool. This is good. What do you need from me, right? And that's basically all his job is, right? And now one division, the profits keep going down. Whoa. Hold on. What's going on here, right? I give you 2 quarters, 3 quarters, a year, 2 years. What is going on? Why are my profits dwindling? This is not good. Right. So you have that discussion. Okay, what's your plan to make it better? Oh, it didn't work. Well, what's your plan to make it better next time? It didn't work. Okay, well, you're on a short rope here, buddy. What do you want to do? And this is why I think he was fired. Like, hey, buddy, I can't keep going down this with this path. You gotta bring it up. You are one of our big profit centers. So this is just gonna be the thing. And by the way, this might also be something that will hit Microsoft now, because they're not piddly little Xbox anymore. They're the third biggest profit center. That's not like the big deal when you're that, and you have shareholders who have a $3 trillion investment in you, looking for a return. So he's gonna have to give a return. That's just the
And
way it
Sir
is.
X-Men, you brought up how PlayStation now is going to need time to like regroup, right? And
Yeah.
Hargeet, you brought up before with the ABK deal, the thing that people need to understand is that now you need time, right? You need time
It
to
will
kind
take
of like
time.
settle, let everything settle and be able to move forward and deliver what you need to deliver. See, time is such a big deal. I remember when Phil was out there buying studios, everybody wanted the games now. Give it to me. Let's go. Why are you buying this for if we're not getting the games, right? And again, no one understood, right? Nobody wanted to understand that you need
Yeah.
time for these things to fall into place and to be able to deliver something that people are not going to, drag through the mud.
I know.
And so I
So
fully
annoying, right?
understand. PlayStation
Yeah.
needs to get it together. They need that year off to figure out what to do and how to move forward. And I know that
But
you guys understand that too. But where's that
But-
same energy from the media, right? Where's the
that's
same
my
energy from
problem.
everybody else? And that is what is so frustrating.
Facts.
And
Terrible.
that's the point. That's why we need to call it out because of the double standards in this entire situation that's always taking place.
I don't listen.
I'm
to the
okay with
media.
those kind of articles coming out if there are like 3 articles showcasing the actual factual problems that are happening with Sony. Because that was an opinion
Exactly.
piece, right? But you look at the actual financials, you look at the actual fact that their freaking execs are being fired. That's not normal. That's not status quo that everything is good. Obviously, things are broken over there, right? They're canceling their games. There should be article after article from the media saying,
Absolutely.
something's wrong with PlayStation. Yes, where are they? We're talking about it.
Argue
What
every
are the
time
games?
every time somebody criticizes what's going on with PlayStation, they get a bad mark and they get ripped apart. That's how that happens. When they did
So,
a
you know,
negative
like-
article on IGN, right? IGN got snapped on by Sony and other and the fanboys. They retracted the article. You know, it's
That's
sad.
wild.
It's
Yeah,
sad.
I mean it's crazy, right? But I guess
you can't
like,
get better without
some
criticism,
level-
man.
to some level, you'd say maybe IGN's money is being made by PlayStation, but
Yep.
that's got to change now. There's no way around it. I mean, Call of Duty is the biggest game. Minecraft's one of the biggest games, right? You think those aren't going to be marketed on IGN? Do you think they can keep doing this? I don't think they can. I think
See,
they're going to
that's
have
the
to switch.
shift. And I hate Hargeet that it's a forced shift. It's
It
going
is.
to
It's
be a
stupid.
forced situation. Like there were so many moments. And then last year, like 2023 was wild with the
Crazy.
behavior and the like this is, every time I'm like, okay, well, this is really blatant. They can't get any worse. And they went ahead and they topped it. It was crazy. And so to go ahead, and I also felt like, okay, well, when the changes come through, I don't want the damn changes because these are forced changes. That's the problem.
Preach, Doodle. Preach.
It's so frustrating because
Forced.
when you think of it's a little further than that. Like when you think of, we're talking about games, and we're talking about unfair and the balance not being there, equality not being there. But this applies to so many things, right?
Yep.
So would you
It's just
prefer
crazy.
it to be the other way around? So right now, the way like a lot of the media is funded is by the people they're covering versus like us, right? What we're
Yeah.
funded by, not that we care, we're all probably have our own jobs, whatever, right? But we're funded by our listener. So
Yeah.
Yes.
our target is to make them happy. It's not to make the freaking publisher happy. It's not to make Xbox happy.
Yeah.
We're talking
Yep.
about what we think is right for the customer, which is what we want, which is the same
Yep.
thing they want, which is what's good for us, the gamer.
Yes.
Right?
And that's where Phil has an advantage, Hargeet, because people think he doesn't, but he actually listens to us, Hargeet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it does. And
exactly.
you know what? Xbox don't care about the media. They did at some point. They were like, okay, we're gonna play nice. We're trying to get in the Game Awards, all of this, but they realized last year that they weren't wanted. So now they're like, okay, dude, the whole thing with ABK. That brought out a lot of like skeletons from everybody's closets. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? That a whole lot of grudge that people had towards Microsoft. I don't know why, because they just don't want the little plastic box to be violated. But you know what I mean? I digress.
Demophobe,
Hey.
while they were busy trying to supposedly expose Xbox, they
Yeah.
exposed themselves.
Exactly.
And That's the sad reality.
Now what's gonna happen is because they thought that the deal was gonna be scrutinized, they thought the deal was gonna be stopped. They were so short, and look at them now. Look at yourself. You depend of Xbox and Microsoft to survive and put food on your plates. Bro, let me tell you, Xbox is not gonna care. They're not gonna give you review codes. Matter of fact, they already started not giving you review codes. So whenever I want to see how the new Call of Duty looks, I'm gonna go to a YouTube guy that does Call of Duty content, and I'm gonna support their channel like every other gamers. And this is a huge opportunity for new YouTubers and new content creators to come up and keep it real. This is a time to keep it real about these games. It's no more like let's boycott Call of Duty because Microsoft is buying it. No. Like tell the truth. The game is good. The game is fun. Talk your shit. You know what I mean? It's your time now to shine and to deliver the news the way they're supposed to be delivered. But IGN, bro, I'm sorry. Xbox is not counting on you. You're not getting review codes. You're not getting no previews. Like all of that's gonna be given to people who actually rock with Xbox, people who actually review these games, like Asmongold, other like big creators like that, Ninja. I don't know exactly, but it's not gonna be media, okay? Because they realize that people don't like media anymore. Nobody likes. I don't go to IGN to look at any article. I go over there. I follow IGN to get the receipts so I can make content out of them. Literally. Literally. I don't really like, oh my God, IGN. Bro, like the latest thing that triggered me was the South Park game review.
I can't
totally
wait to play
shitted on that game, bro. The guy who was talking about the game, he totally hated that game. And look, I understand the game is not in the best quality, but there's no reason why you should be dragging a game on the floor like that. Just say like, this is not good enough. But from that to giving like a 4 or something, that's what they give him.
A what?
Yeah, something like that. Some crazy shit like that. Bro, I'm like, nah, man, come on. A 4 is unplayable. It's a game that you can, you know what I mean?
No, they gave it a 3. It was Travis, of all people, Ty Guy Travis.
Yeah, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, I haven't played it. I haven't played it yet. But I promise you that game
that's the problem.
It'd probably be something like a 6.5, 7, but not a 3. Don't
it's
do
a
that
61 on OpenCritic right now. So
yeah,
that's the problem.
Right, there you go. But don't do that to games, because people are gonna stop giving you, like the Suicide Squad people be like, not gonna give you shit. You're gonna drag this game. Matter of fact, you've been dragging this game
before it even came out.
Before it even came out, you were hating on this game. How can you hate a baby that hasn't even been born? I'm gonna hate you, bro.
I have to make a statement. I have to make a statement real quick.
Go for it. Kill him.
All right. The only ones that trash Starfield, because every other IGN all over the world gave Starfield a 9. Even some of them up to 10. Only IGN America, I'm not sure what IGN Europe gave it, but only IGN America gave it a 7. Everywhere else in the world, Starfield was being praised. So this is what really pisses me off about IGN America. You are in America. You are not in another country. You need to be representing the USA. I know the USA got problems, but as far as gaming, you need to be representing America. Because guess what? Atari, the first nationally published game console. Pong is a different story, but that was made here too. But Atari, an American company, you need to support your American game industry. And guess who that includes? Xbox.
Right.
So what you doing is out of pocket. That's all. That's how I feel about IGN. You know, and don't come with me, IGN, and always come up later saying we support America. You don't support shit. You support that money that's coming into your pocket, where somebody is feeding you some money to put out some rhetoric. We see that in politics. We see that in IGN.
I mean, you know what? I mean, that's I feel that for sure, but like even the companies don't do that shit, right? Like Xbox, all these people, they're not making their shit in America. You know what I'm saying? It's designed in America, right?
Yeah.
Like Apple slick with the way they talk, designed
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
but
America.
Yeah, they
but
make that
make
stuff
it
in
for
Taiwan,
say
dude.
something
Taiwan.
right there. Let me say something right there that a lot of people don't know, and I'm gonna bless you with some knowledge, all of you. Like the
Let's
only
go.
company who actually did something for America during the time of distress during the COVID time was Microsoft, who lended the server so the kids could go continue to education.
Yeah, they did.
You know what I mean? So screw you, them ponies, traitors, you IGN traitors. For real, I swear to freaking God, bro, I'm not kidding. It's true. It's true. The only company who actually did something for us and for our kids to continue to go to school without charging a dime was Microsoft. So all of you guys, have to kiss Microsoft feet right now because your kids, all of you ponies, continue their education thanks to Microsoft.
Let's
Sony
go,
PlayStation
baby.
didn't do shit for us.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm passionate about this. Because I know that even though they're out here to get my money, you know what I mean? They're doing so the right way, giving
Yeah.
me
They're
a
representing the
good
United
value,
States.
and also protecting and loving and caring for the country that I love. So I think everybody should go ahead and do the same. Everybody here from America, and support your American business, your local business. Buy American cars, all of that. You need to do all of that so our money keep on circulating over here. Because you know what I mean? You can buy a Honda, all of that, but that money, I don't know what, you know what I mean? Spend money in
got you.
I know what you're
American
saying.
things.
I know what you're saying.
Hey, everything I own is American, bro. I like, you know what I mean? Hey, my girlfriend, American. My car, I own a Mustang, American. I live in America. My Xbox is American. LG, my monitor is American. I spend money on this country because I actually care. So I think
Is
without
LG
getting
American?
No,
Yeah.
LG is South Korea.
Quiet. Okay.
America stopped making displays.
It sounds
Even
American.
though we invented it, we gave up on.
If
on
it is not
displays.
American, it sounds American. But just to keep it truth, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of disgusting that an American company is stepping, like IGN is stepping on another American company that did so much for us without leaking Microsoft boots. Because at the end of the day, I'm a consumer and I understand that they are here to get my money. But like I said, they're doing that.
I hear what you mean, bro. It's
Yeah.
like a
Okay.
ultimate betrayal. If
Yeah.
it was something that was necessary to go ahead and do and call out, yes, understood. But to get on a rampage of trying to knock your own, that's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I
No,
want
I
the
agree.
Hyundai Santa Cruz, because even though I don't ever want to go to Kentucky, but it's made in Kentucky. And it's made in America.
Or
And
Honda and
I
Toyota and all
love
stuff, but
that
they ultimately
SUV.
profit
Well, I
off
like
the-
Kentucky
yeah.
Fried
or
Chicken.
in that case.
I love their pot pies. I love Kentucky
I
Fried
like
Chicken
it with
pot
the
pies.
honey mustard. With the honey mustard.
Oh!
There you go. Nobody likes
Chicken
anything with honey
strips with
mustard.
honey mustard is the bomb.
And with mint. I like the
It's
mint lip.
banging.
The mint lips.
That's hilarious.
What
Oh,
do you
All
say?
right, so let me ask you this. Let's pivot a little bit because America.
America.
I believe. Let me ask you guys just to look at something a little different here. Dragon's Dogma 2. Have you guys played it?
No, not interested.
Not interested.
I'm still playing
I-
Tomb Raider, dude, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Oh my
Let's
god.
go.
Nice.
right.
Yeah.
Tomb Raider.
I played Tomb Raider
Is
from
that
the
the
original
trilogy?
PlayStation to the
Okay,
Saturn
like the
to the
remastered.
Dreamcast. Yep, I love it, dude.
Yeah.
The hardest part for
Game,
people
game.
is just getting used to the old tank controls. They are the
Yeah.
most accurate way to play Tomb Raider, and I love it, dude. I'm almost at the end of Tomb Raider 2, so I got to get to the other 4 games that are in there.
Well, listen. I thought everybody would have played Dragon Dogma 2 by now. So
I own it, but I haven't played it yet. But I will eventually get to. Get
I
around to
played it
Okay.
and I beat it already.
God damn, son, you got a life?
30 hours in. Bro, I do this for real. I don't
beat it in
spend- I
30
don't stand
hours?
in here to talk about games, bro. I'm talking to you right now, and I hear I got my secondary monitor. I got Halo here. You know what I mean? Bro, I do this shit, bro.
Focus,
Yeah,
man.
30 hours. I beat the game 30 hours. I
Wow.
basically focus on the main story.
There you go.
because you do a lot of there's not a lot of fast traveling, so you level up by just like getting on the strips and fighting everybody, and you level up a lot.
That's
The
normal.
game is amazing, but I have some gripes with it too. There's a couple of things that I didn't like, a couple of things that I thought Capcom could have done a lot better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's a great game. It's totally deserving of maybe like a 89, 90. I would like deduct a couple of points because of the performance, but the performance only hits you when you are in the big cities. You know what I mean? That's what it dropped. But
Yeah.
once you get out there in the world, I have a 3080. I played it on PC, and bro, I was doing 144, 100, and I was playing on max,
Oh,
so
Sweet.
it wasn't bad. It dropped to 40s and stuff. Like when I get to like the big town, right?
nice.
The other part that people really hated was the microtransactions. People hated it because they were there, but you don't really need them, right?
Yeah, I
But I
haven't really looked
also,
into them.
but I also feel like, damn, I wish I knew because the first day that I played, I took like one of the ox cars. You taking those? I don't know. You guys
Yeah, yeah.
played? You take an ox car, and it took me to like a town, like in the other side that I haven't explored, and then I didn't know what to do, so I was like trying to walk back because I didn't know. Like, bro, it took me like 2 hours to get back to the town that I was. So
Wow.
I really wish that there was a way in which fast travel would have make it faster into the game. And you know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's it. That's
Yeah.
that, and another couple of things that it was like kind of junk, kind of like clunky, like
Yeah.
some of the controllers, some of the times that you were knocked down, and some of these big animals and beasts, they'll beat you down, and it'll take you a while for you to stand up and then your character to react. There's a couple of things that I didn't like about it, but other than that, it was a solid experience. It helped me what you call it. It reminded me a lot of Skyrim, like the vibes, the atmosphere. So I
Nice.
thought I love Skyrim. I'm a big Skyrim junkie. So, bro, it was amazing. Like, I totally recommend everybody to go ahead and give it a shot. If you got the money, if you don't, like, wait for the discount. But it's totally worth it. 30 hours in, I beat the hell out of the game. I got the plague thing on my, but
Nice.
funny thing, Retri was using my from Game Pass Daily. He was
Yep.
using my pawn, and then he was like,
Oh,
check
was
your
he?
pawn. It was like him and the other dude. I forgot his name. I'm sorry about, bro. Like, I'm live and I'm can't
That's
sleep my
funny.
mind. But he was using my pawn, and he told me, check your pawn because he's sick. I got him. Like, check his eyes. You gotta check his eyes, and then if they red, you know what I mean. That means they got the plague. And he stopped like answering to your commands, and so the game is like very
Oh, damn.
intricate, and it's like amazing, bro. It's like, bro, amazing, yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, I started it. I definitely did not get. I'm not that far. It's rough because we got to balance it. Like I want to play those games and they're good, but
Yeah.
like I also want to play some Fortnite with my lady.
Yeah.
And we've been playing
Oh,
You gotta
we were
drop
yes,
Fortnite, man.
Drug
Just
Paradox
drop it,
because
man.
we were
Stop playing
doing our
that.
review. Shout out to Midwest Games.
yes, we did. Actually, if you guys didn't know, we did just put out our first review, our official review from On Point for Gamers, which was
Nice.
Thank
dope.
you.
We played. It was Duck Paradox. It was a game that was out in early access. And it's on Steam right now. We played it over at PAX. And
Did you get to
we
meet
met.
Major Nelson?
We did meet Major Nelson. We
Yes.
did an interview with
Nice.
Major Nelson. Our interview was jacked up because of the audio. I salvaged it the best I could. But definitely go check that out. But he's super dope. But yeah, we met Ben over at
Midwest Studios.
Midwest
Yes.
Games. He's the founder and the CEO. He's actually going to be our first guest
Yes.
for Her, Him, and a Dev, our brand new show starting Tuesday, April 30th. So he's going to be our first guest. So that's going to be really dope. But
Wow,
yeah,
look
we
at you just
yeah,
expanding,
so
young man. Damn.
thank you. Yeah, we did. So
Thank
they
you.
gave us a code. They wanted us to check it out and to review it. So we did. So our first review's out there. If you haven't seen it, go check it out.
Yes, please.
Let us know what you think
Share it.
and share it out. Yeah, and let us know. It was our first one, so we want to see what people think about it and how we could tweak it or do something for the next one. We do have a few more
Yes,
Yeah,
codes.
we do have a few more games that we've been sent for review, so we gotta
It's pretty
we
awesome.
have to keep the train moving. So yeah, absolutely. So we've been playing that as well. So we've been kind of taking up, the game time as well for that. So, but what I've played so far, I love the battles. I love it. It's so dope. I love the idea of like jumping on, these big ass creatures and like chopping off their tails or their arms or some crazy. Like
Spoiler
Ah.
alert.
that's not spoiler alert.
No, okay.
Nah.
Well, I'm
No, you
hearing,
can-
I'm
It's
seeing
not a
over
lot of
here.
that. It's not a whole lot of that. So no spoiler alert.
No, there's no spoilers. That's just a thing that you could do in the game, but it's so fun. So I'm definitely loving it for sure.
Speaking of spoilers, okay, now that I'm on again today, did you guys finally see the rest of Halo season 2?
No,
Oh my gosh.
What is wrong with you people? It's been 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks.
we were in PAX. This
Listen,
shit
we
don't count.
We'll get to it this weekend for our next show.
Oh my
So we gotta
God.
talk about it. We gotta talk about it.
Oh my God.
Dude, we're
I
gonna
haven't watched it.
It's been a while. We
You
still
watched it
settling
too?
in. Yes.
Oh,
I haven't
see,
watched
he hasn't
it.
watched it either. You gotta watch it,
Uh,
bro. It's so good.
Yeah.
You gotta
I
get
know
in
Hargy's
there.
seen it. I know Hargy's
I don't
seen
watch TV, so sorry.
it. Oh well, what?
Arky's a real
about that
gamer.
one.
He just play video games. He make his own TV.
Exactly it.
That's right.
There you go.
my
Listen, that's my favorite way to consume TV.
Let's
too,
just
is Halo.
say-
You know what I'm saying?
Let's
Halo,
just
bro.
say
gotta watch
it
the show.
ended
It's
on
so good.
it ended on a good note. It ended
Oh
on
my
a
God, I
real
can't
good
wait.
note.
Can't wait,
Killing
can't
me.
wait,
You're
can't wait,
killing
can't
me.
wait. All right, real quick before we wrap up, I do want to Doodle reminded me to talk about. I don't know if you guys heard about the whole Sega situation.
What's
Relic.
happening with Sega?
No.
Well, Relic has left Sega. They split ways. And Sega is gonna have like 240 layoffs coming up. So I mean that's not great. Relic is the one who's working on Age of Empires, I believe, for Microsoft. So I don't know if this is signaling, is Xbox gonna scoop up Relic? Is Sega finally getting into the position that Daddy Phil and the company like to scoop up, a publisher when they're down
Listen,
bad or hurt?
Phil may have said clean the house and then I'll scoop you up. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Well,
that's
but
possible.
they would want Relic.
They
right?
would want Relic, yeah. Or maybe do they just want Relic? I mean, what have you guys heard about this? Is this? And it's not some big news that people have been talking about. Most people have been ignoring it. But
Well, it's
yeah, I mean,
disappointing,
Sega,
but it always
240
seems like
freaking
this,
like,
right? Like Square we'd love to get Square with like Eidos Montreal and Crystal Dynamics and IO Interactive, but all those have been sold off. So
Facts.
I don't
yeah,
want Square.
and then
I don't want.
and now
Square.
Sega, it would have been nice to have Relic. They make the age games, right? So might as well. And they have Company of Heroes.
I still
so
want
I don't-
Crytek. I still want Crytek.
Yeah,
I would love
Crytek's just
Crytek, actually.
I don't
Sega
know.
is definitely still a good purchase. There's a lot of good stuff going on there,
Yeah.
and they're right at the beginning of like redoing all their old games, right? Their old IPs.
Mm.
So I hope those like actually take. But now would be
Yeah.
a good time to have those and say, hey, all these are going Game Pass. Ding.
I don't know.
This
And you
is
guys
wild.
also,
We've been talking about Sega for freaking ever, and it's like,
yeah,
guys,
it never
Phil, what are we
happened. It
doing?
never happened. They're working on the
They're
table. man.
stuck.
I think so. They like
No,
on
they're
their
stuck
like a
because of
secret
FTC.
contract. Yeah, that too. You
Also,
guys
they
heard
just have
about the what should I call it? Like Gearbox.
Yeah,
Yeah,
going to
like, dude,
2K.
that's up
But
there, too.
Gearbox used
yeah.
to get published by 2K before
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
went over there.
before,
So
that's true.
they have a bond already. So it's
Isn't
actually a
that
perfect
weird?
fit. It's a
It
perfect
was like
fit.
they were together and then they got bought and they're like, all right, we'll take you back. But now we
Well-
own you.
Well,
They
at
were-
least,
they were
at least
publishing
they're
their
not
games,
like
they weren't
Bungie.
owned.
Yeah, they
At
were
least they're
dating
not like
before.
Bungie.
That's true.
Bungie
They were dating
bounces
before,
everywhere.
and then Gearbox got hitched
And then-
with somebody else.
I'm trying to
And
remember when was
then
Gearbox
They
bought?
split. 2 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago.
Okay, so that was when they were going after Zynga.
Maybe. Yes,
That might have
maybe
been
it
what
was a
held them
choice
up.
They made. Yeah. Well, they
The
got
way
him back.
The way he says Zenga sounds like something else, but I'm not even gonna.
Hey, I got raspberry zingers. Thanks, you Hargeet. I'm gonna give me a
He
raspberry
doesn't get
zinger,
it.
dude.
He doesn't get
Please don't tell me
Zinger?
you never
Zinger.
had a raspberry zinger, CMoney.
No, I
I have
never
no
had
idea
it.
what that
Oh
is.
my god.
Not a
Oh,
clue.
isn't that? No, that's no.
That's the
not.
strawberry zinger. It's like it's red, but it's a zinger it's red, but it's got coconuts and raspberry flavoring, and then cream in the middle like a regular zinger. It's
Well,
so good.
after the show, just Google the word Zinga in Spanish.
Zinger,
Oh,
zinger,
I
raspberry
guess.
zinger.
Yeah. Okay.
What do
Yes.
you say,
I
Tuga?
No,
I
no,
can't
no,
change
I
their
didn't say
name.
that. You say that.
That is their name.
Zinga.
I know that's her
Oh
name,
my
but I
God.
thought of raspberry a zinger when he said that.
Mm,
Oh my god.
no.
Oh, you don't know what you're missing, young man.
Oh,
You're
oh,
missing
all
all
right.
the
Well,
good
didn't know that.
stuff.
I didn't
Oh,
know that.
let me go get a raspberry zinger real quick and show you. I'm not gonna eat it.
Okay,
I'm just
go
gonna
get it.
show
Go get
you.
it. Go
Hold
get it
on.
and show us.
Um,
Nice.
yeah. So
You ready? I mute the mic, but my camera is still on, and I'm showing you.
how did that help? Because if
I
you could
know.
see
I
it,
know.
but they couldn't
I
hear
know.
it anyway, you're drunk. Maybe it was the zinger. But listen, when you see, so we got Gearbox separating from Embracer. Like, how many more people are gonna go? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is Embracer's end game at this point? Do we have any idea of what is even like what is their purpose anymore aside from us apparently just holding IP? Are they just gonna slowly sell off every IP that they have until they're no more?
Well, they need an influx of money. That is their big problem, right? So I don't know how they go about doing that. This is one way to do it, and that can keep payroll going. But I don't know what their plan is long term, right? So there is a potential they get bought out. That's one way to go, but you need somebody with a lot of cash to do it. Their games may not warrant that. That's kind of the problem. So I don't know. They can keep selling stuff out and see what happens. I don't know how much is left, right? They have Crystal and Eidos. That's something they could go after, right? They still have those rights for Lord of the Rings for a little bit. I don't know if that's valuable or not, but I don't know.
Well,
They
isn't
could
that
kind
didn't
of
we
play
talk
with that.
last time that the Embracer? So we last week we talked about it because Saber left, right? So the last time we spoke, Saber is gone.
Saber.
Now Gearbox is gone. I mean, we know the what's the name? Eidos and Crystal are working with Xbox. I see the zingers.
Oh,
Those are
I've seen those before.
I mean, look,
the same thing as
I hope that there is
the
something
other
that they
one.
can do with them, right? I
It
hope
has
they
like
can do something.
coconut
With
on the outside, right?
them. Yeah, it looks like it.
Yes.
Yeah, so we know Microsoft has what's the face? Eidos and Crystal locked up working for
Just
them,
get Crystal.
and we know the contracts that Microsoft does ever since Killer Instinct got screwed back in the day. That anytime they work with somebody, they have a first right to refusal. So if somebody tries to purchase Crystal or Eidos out from under Microsoft, they have the first right to refusal, so they get a chance to, make a counter bid.
I mean, they've
or
already been
whatever it is.
acquired, though, right? They've been acquired by Embracer. So I don't
No,
know
they
what
were
happened.
they were acquired by Embracer before, no?
$300 million they paid for.
Yeah, they bought them while they were working on Microsoft's games, and they were owned
Really?
by Square while they were working on Microsoft's games.
Like I told people,
shit,
they
yeah.
bought them as a placeholder because Embracer acquired them during the ABK situation. So I think Embracer got them $300 million is cheap for a company
is,
of that stature.
especially with all the
So-
IP.
Right. So I think they bought them just as a placeholder for Microsoft to acquire them later. Because I even noticed that theory even more when I started seeing Square Enix work with the Initiative and other games for them. They're doing the Initiative. They're helping with that fantasy game that everybody's Fable.
Fable,
so
yeah.
I think
So
they're working together.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No,
Yeah,
they're
I
working
guess-
together. Go ahead, Hargeef.
I think maybe the stupid FTC thing is blocking them from continuing with what they wanted to do, right? I think they were going to go buy some parts of Embracer. This is a good time to do it, right? They're money
They're in
hungry
trouble.
right now.
Yeah, they're in trouble.
And they lost their potential $2 billion investment, and that didn't happen. So now, like, Microsoft could go in and say, okay, we'll spend $500 million, and we'll buy these several studios from you and bring them over, right? With the IP that goes with it. It's a pretty good, easy thing for them to do. They're just stuck. They can't do anything because of the stupid FTC stupid case that has no value, no merit, but they're stuck there with the stupid FTC case. I don't know when the hell that thing is going to finally end. I think it was scheduled for the summer, I think. But we're kind of stuck. That's just the world, right? Yeah. So until Microsoft can get out of that stupid case, they're not really going to acquire anything over that 100 million mark. Because that's the limit before it starts to get into the FTCs and the EUs and the CMAs and all that, right? So it just sucks. It kind of sucks.
They could sell a publisher though, one of their game companies though, with Embracer could without a problem. So if Microsoft gives Embracer a nice little bump up in their finances by paying a little bit more than the $300,000, it's different. They can sell a part of a publisher, a game developer that they own, easy. They can't buy Embracer, but they can sell.
It's the same problem. It's the same problem. If they're trying to acquire any piece, if it's over 100 million, they're still in the same problem. So they still would have to go through a regulatory approval.
So how come nobody said anything to Bungie? How come nobody cried about Bungie then?
It did go through regulatory approval. They didn't cry about it.
Oh,
because they don't care about PlayStation buying things.
Oh, of course.
Even though PlayStation's telling them that we're a monopoly and they still don't care, right?
The double standard is in.
They don't care. That's exactly the problem. Mm-hmm. So, but look, and you have to take their side of it too. And you look at the regulators around the world. Microsoft is the most valuable company on the planet. They are going to look at it differently than Sony. That's just a fact. Unfortunate, it is what it is, right?
Sony's like number 100 or something, something like that. I was looking.
It might be. I mean, they're not nothing. They're obviously something.
Yeah, of course.
Still sizable, but yeah, But this is a disappointing thing just because of the stupid FTC case, right? Both Sega and Embracer are great targets right now, and they can't do anything with it. Right? That really sucks. I really wish this stupid thing would just go away, but
Lena Khan won't let it go. She just won't let it go. She hates to lose.
She's up in September of this year, so that's her tenure. After that, I doubt she gets reconfirmed. I think she's going to be gone.
She's out.
So
she's out.
I think it's going to be somebody else. Well, I think what's going to happen is she's going to step down. They already had two Republican candidates. I think they've been confirmed. So then it'll be just split 2-2, right? And so then the question is, will they continue with the stupid things they're doing, or just say, let's revote and we're at a deadlock and we're going to stop the stupid case against Microsoft because they already own the freaking company. Why are we going after them when the judge said you have no case? This is stupid. Yeah. Let's just stop right now.
Well, I don't know if you guys seen the one time that she had to sit in front of the judge and they had to evaluate her position and what she was doing at the FTC head. And bro, she got cooked. She got cooked by everybody who got in there to question her. They were like, what are you doing? You're like wasting our money. You're wasting our time and resources. You're like scrutinizing an American company that's trying to do business abroad. Like, what in the hell are you talking about? Like, bro, it was crazy. Right. I actually had a video about it, but I had like 20 subscribers. But no, I didn't saw that. But bro, she got cooked and grilled. Crazy.
I think that was the Senate, or maybe the House.
It was the Senate. It was the Senate.
But
no, it was Congress. It was Congress.
It was Congress.
Well, yeah, but whichever one, it's House or Senate, right? Crazy. But the ranking is 140. Sony's 140.
And she actually had the nerve to ask for more money. She was in there asking them for more money.
Yeah,
I'm like, we're going to cut some of your money. That's exactly what they did. They cut some of her money right in Congress.
You on a budget.
Look, if she did the things that she should have done, and this is somewhat political, I actually agree with her stance that there are American companies doing a lot of stupid things and a lot of global companies doing stupid things.
Banks.
Google, for instance. Yes, banks, for instance. Right?
Buying
Yeah,
these
go
other
after them.
banks. She
Go
don't.
after 'em.
She don't go after the banks
Pharmaceuticals?
though.
Right? Pharmaceuticals doing crazy stuff? Yes, they are.
Mhm.
Right? So absolutely go do stuff there. This is the last position holder in a market that's trying to finally compete against the top two. And the freaking thugs that are PlayStation are saying, "Oh no, you can't let them have it." And you're taking their side, right? Have you evaluated?
Yeah.
Right? Why are you wasting money on this when you should be spending time on things that actually matter to the majority? Because it's
Exactly.
entertainment.
Go
for
do
Pete's sake.
something else.
Yeah.
Medicine is something people need to live, not video games. It's a freaking entertainment vehicle. Who cares? Move on and do something different when you've already lost. The judge told you you're done. Move on. Like go after
Damn.
people that like things that matter. And
Mhm.
I would love that. I would love them for them to go after
course.
very hard. Go after these stupid companies that do bad things. 100% go do that.
Like Sony's misuse of how they do things to everybody else. That you could go after. And a lot of them even admitted it in court during the trials. Right in your face. And you didn't think about going there. I was like laughing. I can't believe they're giving you all this evidence, all this truth, and they didn't even swear on the Bible, and they're just telling you this stuff, and you're just ignoring what they're telling you. That was cracking me up the whole time. I'm like, oh my
It's
God.
nuts, man. It's nuts.
Sometimes
That's
people.
wild.
want to see
Hargeys,
what
you
they
saw
want to
that
see.
too, right?
That's the thing.
Say that again, Doodle.
I said people sometimes they see what they want to see, even
Yeah.
if the writing it's on the wall. That's just what it is, and to their detriment at times.
Yeah.
Like this
If-
is ridiculous.
Even
And
if they
Hargeet, you're
write out,
right.
I did
Focus
it.
that money and that energy on something that matters.
Yeah.
Like the bank's killing us all.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one. They're merging. I'm like, well, I thought banks have to go through a whole bunch of stuff to merge, right? I'm just saying
Yeah.
this real quick.
We had- you know,
whole
when
bunch
we
of,
were
and
too
it's
big
like
to
they
fail,
merge
they're
instantly.
way bigger now.
They merge instantly. Like
Facts.
3 days later, after a bank is slowly having problems, they let them merge like that. I'm like, really, really? Come on, man.
Insane, man.
No one's
Wow.
gonna look at this. Yeah, I hear you, bro.
That's wild. That's wild. Well, guys,
This has been so
has been
much fun.
amazing.
This has been amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for
Yes.
rocking with us. Thank
Yes.
you, the chat.
it's
For
good to be
rocking
back.
out.
We missed you guys.
Yes.
Thank you for rocking with us. We appreciate you. Listen, I'm very, very excited for the future of Xbox. Gotta tell you, I'm very, very grateful that Phil's out here making moves, doing what he has to do to set us up. The whole idea of PC turning that Xbox into having the stores that are on PC is fucking
It's
phenomenal.
exciting, bro.
Super exciting. Can't wait to see what we have coming. Listen, we have in a little over a month and a half or so, we got Hellblade 2 coming, which cracks me up where people are talking about Xbox's year. Like, what do you mean, dog? We got four humongous games coming and plus more. But yeah, it's been phenomenal. I'm very excited for what's to come. Guys, everybody, thank you for being here. Thank you for all the chat. Everybody who came through, appreciate you. Thank you for everybody who super chatted, appreciate you. Thank you for all of our
Thank you.
Patreon
Thank you so much.
and squad members and elite members. We appreciate you all. And shout out to the panel. Appreciate you guys for rocking with us. Before we get out of here, let everybody know where we can find you, where they can follow you, what you got going on. We'll start with you, Sir X-Man. Let us know, brother.
Sir X-Man on Twitter, Sir Space X Space Man. Sir X-Man on Xbox, Sir Space X Space Man. And if you ever see me, I'm still playing Tomb Raider. And
You
Battlefield
got our
20.
names? Put them
and,
up.
and Battlefield. Nah, don't worry about that. And Battlefield 2042. I'm back into it. I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it. And other than that, that's about it. I pop in from here to there every now and then and hang out with some people and speak my truth.
Let's
That's
go.
about it.
Yes.
And truth that nobody knows. And then every now and then I'll come up with some stuff that freaks you. Like, why didn't I think about that? I'm like, I don't know. It's right in the open.
Facts.
Okay, I'm done. Move on.
The homie Demo Flow, man. Thank you, my
Let's
brother, for being here.
go.
Appreciate you again.
New
for
member.
rocking with us.
Thank you.
Remember again. Let everybody know where to find you, man. What you got going on? Let us know, man. You got a dope ass channel. What's up,
Hey, you
bro?
already know. Thank you for having me
Thank
here. Thank
you.
you all. You know, I've been watching what you were doing and doing packs, and it was amazing. It was really cool to see you guys
Thank
actually
you, bro.
making it. I think you guys are about to make it, bro. I'm just hey,
Thank you, man.
hey, y'all
Thank you,
gonna make
bro.
it. Okay, you good
Appreciate
people
you,
with very
homie.
good vibes and the whole panel. Shout out to my homie, my homeboy, Sir X Man. Pleasure sharing panel with you. Pleasure sharing panel with Hard Geek, bro. Like happy to see you again. It's always super fun to talk to all of you guys. And yo, Demo Flow Gaming on YouTube and on Twitter, Chico Catch with a K. Don't say it too much because I got a lot of ponies that I follow for content. So I don't want to get blocked. So you already know, bro. Like I'm just happy to be here, happy to talk about Xbox. Super excited about the future of Xbox. Playing a lot of games. So yeah, go ahead and run and tell that. You guys
That's
Facts.
awesome. Thank you, bro.
done.
And you gotta come
Appreciate
to
you, man.
PAX next year.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I'm down. I've been wanting to go to this event. It's just like it's like too far from me, like in the other side of the
Yeah.
I hear
world.
you, bro.
But
Yeah,
right
it's like us going
now,
to the other
here in
spot.
South Florida, we're about to have Comic Con. So I'm
Oh,
gonna
that's
go to
dope.
Comic Con, and I'm
Nice.
gonna be doing like a blog type thing, like you guys did on PAX, but like in Comic Con here
Yes.
in South Florida, I'm gonna
Oh,
go
I love
around
that.
and try to see what can
Not
I
that
get,
far,
from
man. It's
that.
only a few hours, 3 hours,
That's
whatever, right?
dope.
Come on.
What are you gonna wear at Comic Con? You
I'm
gotta
gonna,
wear an outfit.
bro. If you give me a second, I'll show you what I'm gonna be wearing. Are you
Oh,
guys ready? Give
Yes.
Yeah,
me a
go for it.
second. Give me a second. I don't like. You can go. You can get to Hargy. Get to Hargy, and I'll be right back. Hold on.
All right, all
All
right.
right.
oh shoot!
Exciting.
We're about to get a show, guys. And of course, the wise one,
The wise one.
the man
Yes.
himself, Hargeet Shaneem, my dude. Thank you again, my brother, for
Thank
being here. I
you.
know this is a Saturday one, not our Friday, so appreciate you. We'll be back
Thank
on
you.
Friday next week, so we'll be back to normal time. So plan accordingly. But yeah, man, let everybody know what you got going on, where to follow you on Discord, and where what one of the name all the millions of shows that you're on.
I know, right? Yeah, so I'm H Johnny on Discord and on Xbox. And I will be tomorrow on Fawn's Gaming's channel and doing Games Talk Live. I co-host with him. That's 6 p.m. U.S. Eastern. Check that out. And then on Wednesday, I'll be on Boom's Primetime Gaming Show, which is at 7 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. That's on Double Barrel Gaming. Check that out. And then back here next Friday, hopefully, we have our what you call it, night
Normal.
shift.
Yes.
Right
Normal
at
night
6
shift
p.m.
time.
U.S. Eastern Time on Friday.
Yes, sir.
And the cycle repeats. And then I'm also still part of Game on Daily, though we missed our Go Live show this afternoon. So, but check that out, 4 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, usually every Saturday. And that's on Game on Daily on YouTube. So youtube.com/Game on Daily.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Guys,
awesome.
it's Easter weekend. Happy
I
Easter
know.
to everybody out there.
Oh shit.
Oh my gosh.
Oh!
Screw you, all of you damn bots out here talking shit. What do you think y'all doing? PlayStation for life, $70 a game. Nah.
I'm gonna call
Let's
you
go.
Pony Extreme. You
Let's
are the
go.
Pony Extreme.
And shout out
Oh
to
my
my
God.
homie Team Trash. Shout out to my homie Team Doug. Y'all, PlayStation for life.
Oh my God.
Let's go. What up? All of you damn bots.
Wait, I gotta do
Oh my
one then the
God.
other. Wait, there you go.
Jimbo, Ryan, the God, the best, our Lord. Oh hell, King Jim Ryan. And now, for you, Hiroki Totoki. Sayonara.
I've done seen it all. I have seen it all.
Sir X-Men said I've done seen it all.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
and then you got the salt liquor back in action. Salt liquor back in action.
Man, I can't wait for that
I've done
documentary to
seen
come
it
out.
all.
Man, I can't wait for that documentary to
This
come
one's
out.
for Jim.
Look at them go.
That's hilarious.
This is
They're
the,
running. They're running away free because Jim's gone. That's what's
Jim's
going
gone.
on.
Yes,
Oh my God.
the Jim funeral.
Oh my God. That's hilarious, yo. That's hilarious.
I
Yeah.
got the homie Pony with an attitude.
The
PWA.
homie pony. Oh my God, the
Pony
homie
with
pony.
an attitude, Bobby. Yo, the album is coming soon. Check out the song. The single is out. Pony Love. Go check it out on my
Pony
channel.
Love.
You don't wanna miss it. This guy right here, bro. He's dropping bars, man. I'm telling you straight up. Hey, come
my
fuck
God.
with me.
That's hilarious.
Pony love,
dude.
baby. Pony
Hey.
love.
Indeed,
You
bro.
that pusher. You that pony
Oh my
pusher.
Bro, I
That's
gotta
hilarious,
make
fam.
I gotta make a song pushing P, pushing P, but like the pony version.
My God.
Yo, Becca says I can't unsee it.
I know, right.
Oh my God.
Hey, it's a pony with attitude, Bobby, in the building. Yeah, just having fun, bro. That's why I love this community,
That was
bro.
awesome.
That's
You
hilarious.
need to
Oh
clip
my
that
God.
for your show, dude. You need to clip that and
Sounds
put it up
good.
on your screen on
The
the
No,
show.
we
shake
don't.
though when you
No,
should.
they cannot
That was
know
glorious.
who I am, Bobby. They cannot know who I am.
I
You know,
cannot
That's
unsee that.
hilarious,
I,
dude.
I just cannot
That's
unsee
hilarious.
that.
This
Oh
is
my
like
gosh.
every time you see like a pony butt tweeting something in Twitter, that's what they put on. This is what they put on. They put this on right here. They get on the keyboard. Taka, 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 taka.
Isn't that what the ponies wear when they watch Pornhub?
Oh
Oh
my
my
God. That's wild. That's wild.
Oh my God.
I am so
God.
bad. I am so bad sometimes. I'm
Listen,
sorry, Doodle.
you
I'm
guys are
sorry,
awesome.
Doodle.
I think that's the perfect way.
That's the off
to
the
end
rail
the show.
section.
There's the off the rail section for you.
Without a
Appreciate it.
fail.
Guys, with that, listen, we will be back. So tomorrow's Easter. We're gonna be with
Happy
the family.
Easter.
Happy Easter, everybody who celebrates. So we won't be doing Morning Quest tomorrow. We'll be back with Morning Quest on Monday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern time. So be there for that. We'll be back on Tuesday with her, him, and a guest. That's gonna be with Gaming Forte.
Let's go.
It's going to be a good show. The homie's going to be there, so make sure you come through. That's going to be fun. And then we will be back on Wednesday with On Point, the gaming podcast. It's going to be a great show, so definitely stop by for that. And then, of course, we'll be back next Friday with the night shift. I can't wait to see what this week brings in gaming so we can have
Man.
a fun time. Going ahead talking about that. You guys are wilding in the chat. With
Oh,
that,
seriously.
listen, we're gonna end the show the way we end every single show. By the way, before we say that, go check out. We have a lot of PAX content that we put up.
Yes.
We still have so much more to put up. It takes a while to get through all this stuff. To be honest with you, it's only two
We
of us.
have so much more.
Yeah.
There's so much out there, but we
Yeah,
have so
yeah.
much more that we're editing and we'll get out to you guys as soon as we get everything set up.
The homie Adidas, was
And
good,
we're trying to
fam.
let them all breathe as well, so that everybody, like every game, gets their moment. So
Agreed. So with that, we're gonna end the show the way we end every single show.
with mustard packs?
Never,
No.
never.
With mint chocolate
Cool.
chips on top.
Yes.
We're done.
We are.
Until next time,
You're intruding.
you're intruding.